Alrighty, hello everyone.
Hello.
Hi Galax, hello Haxorus, hello Robot Wizard, and hello Tony. Glad you guys could make it. I know this is a bit of a later than usual start time, but I don't think we need 3 hours to discuss the Switch 2.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Safe to say, we have a lot to unpack today.
Yeah, and that's why we're doing what we're doing today.
Yes.
Just gonna be playing some smaller games, while the primary focus will be the Switch 2 discussion. Sorry, what was that?
I just said yep.
Oh, okay. Discord cut that out. Oops.
Yeah, I think we said it. I said it a little quietly. We need 4
Galax says we need
hours.
4 hours.
Galax,
Oh,
I work tomorrow. I don't have 4 hours. We tried a 4-hour stream before. No fucking way.
Fair enough. Yeah, no. Even I have a lot of things to say, and I have already had hour-long discussions about this thing. I don't think even I can go for that long.
No. I know we kind of lightly touched on some of our thoughts, but we were definitely trying our best to save them for today.
Oh no, I don't think well, no, actually, you saw some of my thoughts.
Yes, I did.
From other people, as well as our short conversation last night, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, I think that we should get the not so savory discussion out of the way immediately.
Yeah, we should probably get
So,
the elephant out of the room. Immediately.
And I see that people are kind of talking about that in chat. All
kind
right,
of.
So first order of business when it comes to the Switch 2, price.
Oh yeah.
This is the biggest thing that needs to be discussed. All right, so starting with the console itself, $450 for just the console. What do you guys think about that? We'll start with you, C.
It's a little high. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll get to that later, Kaka.
We'll get to that later. Hold your horses. We're getting there. For the console, I think it's a little high, but then again, I understand why it's going up that high. Because of the new upgraded bells and whistles. That, I understand.
Yeah.
Plus, I paid for a PS5, which was $500, so...
Mm-hmm. My thoughts echo exactly what you said and what Galax said in chat. Yeah, $450 was the highest price I would have been willing to pay without question. Robot Wizard agrees.
Yeah.
The Switch, or at least the Switch OLED, the one that I have right now, is $350, which that's fair, better screen. The Switch 2 seems like a beefy upgrade. We'll get to actual specs and stuff like that in a bit, but I think that those upgrades are worth it. I would rather have a device that is expensive for the price, but is a legitimately good upgrade for that price. Tech is one of the few fields where I'm willing to shell out a little bit more than I would like just for something that is quality. And I think the $450 price point makes sense for what we've got. We'll get into technical specs later.
Yeah.
Galax does bring up a good point regarding the price though. $350 for a Japanese region locked version. I think they're doing that specifically for a tax cut. So
I'm not sure.
I don't have any sources on that though. That's what I heard. I'm not surprised by that though. But it's region locked and locked to the Japanese language. So short of importing everything, that's not on my radar. I'm not gonna lie.
Plus, you would have to read Japanese
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I cannot speak Japanese.
Me neither.
My education system failed me when it came to language courses. I know a grand total of 1 language. Fun.
I know that's a conversation we've had before.
Yeah. Yeah, Galax says it's for the Japanese economy and to retain the Japanese support. Yeah, that actually makes a lot more sense. And again, it's not something I'm considering at all, but it's interesting to see that exists. All right. The next topic of conversation, the one that Kaka brought up earlier.
Game price.
Game prices. Okay.
Oh boy.
So, all right. So I think you and I can agree that we expected the average game price to go up to $70 this generation.
Yeah.
Sony and Microsoft have been doing that for years. Nintendo's the only one that's had, like, I thought of it as discounted prices to be at 60. We kind of expected the $70 jump because of, like, not just because of that, but also because Tears of the Kingdom was $70 when it released. That being said, $80 for Mario Kart. Okay.
That's a yikes.
That is a yikes. Now, I have gone on record. I don't know if I said this on this channel, actually, but I've gone on record on my buddy Nomad's channel, saying that I will gladly pay $100 for a game that I absolutely love. And examples I will give for those are big games that I spend a lot of time in, such as Zelda Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, the Xenoblade games. And I would also have said the same thing about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I would have gladly paid $100 for that. Forcing people to pay $80 though, when no other first-party release from even Sony or Microsoft Ubisoft or the other big third parties have reached that. That's a statement. And that's a statement. And I don't know about you guys, but while I still am going to get Mario Kart World at launch, I want it. I love playing Mario Kart. It's absolutely one of my favorite game series ever. They are going to have to do a lot of work to resell this game to people who may have been willing to pay $70 but don't want to pay $80.
I feel like...
What do you think about that?
I feel like they're gonna have to do some damage control.
Mm-hmm. And they had the perfect opportunity to do that. They have the perfect opportunity to do that because they have a special Mario Kart Direct in 2 weeks on the 17th, I think it is.
Yes.
We will see more information there.
Yeah.
That Direct will be key to reselling the game. Yeah, not just selling the game first off, because I think they've sold the game decently well already. It's just they have to resell it to people who aren't happy with the $80 upcharge. Kaka says $80 is too dangerous of a precedent to set. It may be worth for some games, but it isn't worth it for all. It isn't going to stop other companies from charging $80 for whatever slop they want to put out. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
How about you, C?
Yeah. I think the $80 here is a statement. This is a big statement price. I know Nintendo was testing on the waters of $70 with Tears of the Kingdom. Which, like a lot of other people, I would think that would be a more reasonable upgrade. $80 though? I'm still just, I don't like that. My one solace is they are doing...
I see your comment. We'll get to it in a sec.
They are doing a, bundle for the Switch 2 and Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So, I think just because it's like, that's like what, a $50 extra charge just for the game?
Yeah, it's only $50 for Mario Kart World.
I think
at that point,
if you can get that, that's just a better deal in general than shelling out full price.
Yeah, and that's my plan. I'm planning on getting that bundle.
Yeah, I want to try and get that bundle too. I think
agree with Galax. I continue.
I still think having Mario Kart as a launch title is a stellar idea. They knew what they were doing with that. The problem is that price really probably turned away a lot of people.
Yeah, knocked the wind out of sales.
Yes.
Yeah, and this is separate from the price of the console itself, which, like we've said, makes sense. It's just this game that is setting off alarm bells. And like somebody else said earlier, I don't remember who. Haxorus said earlier that they do have $70 games, like the Donkey Kong game.
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
Yeah, those make sense. It's just the $80 price point is scary. And yeah, I agree with Kaka. It's entirely possible that Rockstar will want to charge something like $100 for GTA 6 now. Now that Nintendo's broken the water on the $80 number.
My friend Derek, we were talking, I think, like, that night, the direct happened, and we were saying, like, it's a big possibility now. Though I think a lot of people were saying it. Though, Rockstar is kind of a greedy company, so...
Well, so is Nintendo. I do hear that. I have heard that apparently, if there was a company to be more like DMCA happy than Nintendo, it is Rockstar, though.
Yeah.
So take with that what you will.
Sorry, no GTA on the channel.
Yeah, not really my thing. I know of it. Yeah, I will say though, I understand the price increase in general, like to $70 at least, because inflation is ridiculous. And the number that some people throw around is that, and I put this into an inflation calculator myself, so I saw it as well. A $60 game in 2017 now would cost $78, which is closer to the $80 number that Nintendo's putting up. That being said, it's still not a good precedent to be the first one to blow that price up. I would have thought GTA 6 would have been the first game to be the $80 price, but no, it's Mario Kart. I did think $80 games were going to happen, but this way, really? I'm not. Yeah, it's still scary to me.
It puts a sour taste in my mouth.
Yeah. Kaka says 80 to 90 was probably intentional to see if people were on board. If so, then cool. If not, they can walk it back to 70. Be seen as good guys who listen again and still walk out with more money. I don't think they're going to discount I don't think they're going to walk it back to 70, to be honest. If they do a discount, I wouldn't be surprised if they go 75, to be honest. Like put it like compromise in the middle. But this game will be premium, and I thought the premium meant 70. I did not think it meant 80. I don't see that happening. I'm sorry, Kaka.
No.
Yeah.
I know we talked about, like, in the past, Nintendo Selects, and see if they would bring that back. I don't know if that's a possibility now because of these prices.
Yeah. All right. I do have one more somewhat unsavory topic that I want to get out of the way before we just start playing games.
Yeah, I would say
that's all right.
Yes. That's kind of why we're waiting to play a game. We just want to get this topic out of the way, just so we aren't talking about it and thinking about it while we're playing the games tonight.
Yeah. So we'll probably be discussing more about the price points in a bit. But I want everybody to be aware of this as well. So $450 for the Switch and $70 to $80 for the game. Those are, regardless of our thoughts, those are the numbers that Nintendo has put out. Now, it's come out today that Nintendo has decided to delay pre-order signups in the United States because of the most recent tariffs put on by our government. Now, this has led to a lot of speculation, myself included, that despite the already high price that we are seeing, it might get even more expensive by God knows how much. I know that Vietnam, which is one of the places where the Switch 2 is being manufactured, that received, I think, a 34% tariff number. That alone would bring the price up to maybe $600 just for the console. That is scary. I still want to get this at launch, but oh my god.
That's...
Really? This device, even with all its amazing bells and whistles, I do not think is worth $600.
Heck no, not at all.
So, I just wanted everybody to keep that in mind and just kind of remember that there's negotiations for the tariffs to be lower. There's a chance it'll be the same. That is true. Galax is right. There is hope. But also, just remember a little... How do I word this? Inflation will happen. Like, that's part of the reason why the game prices have risen.
Yeah.
That is something that is almost impossible to control. People have tried, and people somewhat succeed. But tariffs are out of our control. That is not something that anybody can account for. And it's not Nintendo's fault. It is not the game publisher's fault. And this is where I want to kind of put my foot down. Where I really want to just whack people across the internet. Stop throwing like Nintendo workers under the bus for the tariff pricing, if it happens. Yeah, Alex is right. Game development is getting more pricey. Remember, our wages have not increased in like over 15 years. The minimum wage in the United States has been the same at $7.25 for I don't know exactly how long, but for a lot.
Very long time.
Yeah. We are unfortunately getting priced out of our favorite hobby. This is not something that we currently have control over. What we do have control over is those who make those decisions. This is why I personally advocate for anybody trying to run against these people, trying to gum up the system, trying to make things better for the rest of us. So direct your energy there. You are right to be mad. I am too.
Mm-hmm.
But direct your energy toward the correct cause.
Yes.
That's all I want to say.
To kind of add on to that a little bit, just make sure your voices are heard. If you are able to vote, please go vote. Whether it be in midterms, whether it be
special elections. There was one
special elections
just recently.
Yeah. Whether it's, the next presidential. Make sure your voice is heard. I know people say it a lot.
And even in times when there's not elections, protests are legitimately useful. You want to be smart when you protest, though. You don't want to just go out there and yell. That'll probably get you arrested, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You want to be smart with it, but make your voice heard.
Yes.
Anyway.
That's
all I have to say.
Yeah. It's such a shame that things have come to this. Especially since all of this happened 2 days ago.
Yeah.
But I would like to say hold out for hope, but I don't know if I can be optimistic about this. I want to be.
All that I will say is how you hold out for hope is by making your voice heard. That is, make your hope, channel your hope and energy.
Yes.
Through that.
Yes. Make your voices heard. Like we've said before. And I mean, Nintendo fans have surely made their voices heard in the Treehouse stream.
Oh yeah, do you guys see all that? Holy
oh
crap.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. I legitimately feel bad for the guys who are
the
the
presenters,
games
yeah.
because those guys have nothing to do with any of this. They're just playing the game, showing them off. At times not so well, but they're doing their best.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
They're
and
just
even
trying.
even they are in the same situation we are.
Mm-hmm. Did you have anything else you'd like to say about this in particular, or are you ready?
I think we're done with this. I think we're done with this topic. I think we can go ahead and get started on a game.
Okay. That sounds good. Sorry, apologies it took so long to get started, guys. We just had a lot to say. I think it's rather important we still talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised they even kept chat on for those. Honestly, I don't know what the hell they were thinking.
Yeah, Galax said. Galax just saying the message dropped the price. That's exactly what they were spamming throughout the entire chat.
Yep.
Good lord.
Yep. Okay.
Just personal advice for everybody. Personal advice for everybody. When we go to watch that Mario Kart Direct, just don't listen. Just don't watch the chat. It's just going to make you sad.
Please don't. Yeah. Okay. So we got 2 games I know for sure we're playing today.
Yeah.
We're gonna be playing Kirby's Dream Buffet and Clubhouse games.
Yeah.
Did you know which one you wanted to start with today?
I was thinking we start with Dream Buffet.
Okay. Yeah.
Just because once you know what you're doing, this one's a lot easier to just talk over.
Turn your brain off.
Yeah.
Because I know I've seen you play this game. I have not played this game. I did buy it on a sale, but yeah, I was not expecting we get back to Kirby so soon.
But hey, this is just a little fun mini game. They released it a few years ago, and it was and what you do is this is basically the extreme extension of the gourmet race from Superstar.
Yeah.
You are racing to the finish, but also eating food.
Whoa, chat just blew up.
RoboWizard says, I never checked the chat in the first place. I just checked the Treehouse ones just to see the damage.
Fair.
Yeah, fair enough. That being said, if you watch the Treehouse videos separate from the chat, the gameplay looks pretty good. We'll get into that. Anyway, Kaka's requesting a DM UC.
I sent something in chat.
Alright, cool.
Alright, let's get going.
Yeah. I forget, did they put you through a tutorial when you start?
No, I'm just in the menu.
You're just here, okay, cool.
I'm just here, the fuck?
Alright, so what we're gonna do, so go to the main menu and hit online. I'll make a room.
Okay.
How do I make a room? I've done this before, I swear.
We're trying, guys.
Yeah, hold on.
Have you maybe password?
Password, just maybe put into the... Hold on. I did it wrong. I just joined a random room. That was not the right move. My bad. Alright. Sorry. Launching the game again. Fun fact, even though I've played this game, even though I've played this game multiplayer, I've never actually hosted a room before. All right. So yeah, online mode.
Cause I put in password and it just asks for a password.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Let me try this. Let me just try making it. Okay. It's letting me into something. Yeah. Okay. Here, I'll DM you the password that I made.
All right. All right. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna hide the screen for a second so you guys don't see the password.
Yeah.
Did you really make that the fucking password?
Yes.
Oh my god. Alright. Game screen is now back on.
Cool. Alright. So to explain this game, it's control stick to move, A to jump, and if you run into an item box, you will get a power, and you use the power with the right bumper. Nice try, Galax. That's not it.
That's not the password.
Yeah.
We're just gonna...
Unfortunately, we can't test out the powers in this room.
No.
Other things to know. Running into enemies, there is a knockback, but you don't take damage. If you ever fall off of the map, well, you can't do it in this tutorial room. But if you ever fall off the map, mash the A button to get back. You have a limited amount of hover, and you have less of it the bigger you are. How do you get bigger? When you eat more food, your size becomes larger.
You get to be a fat ass. This game is encouraging you to be a fat ass. Yeah.
You will see you're scored based on how many strawberries that you eat. However, you can eat other foods. They still count the exact amount of same as strawberries. But there are bonus stars at the end. Not bonus stars, but you know what I mean. Effectively, Mario Party bonus stars at the end.
Yeah.
And some of them are how many of the other foods you eat. Okay, I think that's pretty quick and dirty.
I didn't see any of the new Kirby DLC they showed today. Is it worth the eventual purchase? I didn't see any of it either.
I have not taken a look, but I've already been told just on the fact that there's
new content.
That there's new content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice cream?
I do have. Yes, that's the name of this stage.
Oh my god. I don't want to think about food.
Oh shoot! This was probably a bad one to start with because we have ice physics.
Uh-oh. I will take this song though. Be fine.
Oh yeah. The reason why I'm hosting the room is because I have most of the music unlocked, not all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you get a power, you can use right bumper to activate it. The pepper is burning. Allows you to give you a slow boost forward.
Ah.
One of the best powers is the one that I have. It's called a jelly. What I get to do is turn invisible, and I just go through the wall.
Lucky. You don't have to do what I have to do.
Yes, you have to knock down the wall. Oh no, I missed a cherry. Ice cream does sound very good right now. A game encouraging you to be eaten, be lazy sounds like my life. Damn. Damn.
Oh.
Anyway. Oh, yes.
Yeah, the Gordos look delicious, but you can't go through them.
Yeah, Gordos do exactly what you think they do. They stun you. There is no health in this game, so no worries. Yeah. Oh, you beat me. Yeah,
I did. Yeah, I'm faster than you.
Now, just because you get to the end first doesn't necessarily mean that you get the first place cake. You have to actually be in the cake zone in order to win it.
I am fat.
Yes. All right. After the first race, we get a mini game. This one is hop into cups and eat strawberries. So when you see one spawn, jump in and you get the strawberries. Of course, you can knock people out of it too.
Yeah.
Oh, mine. Mine. Nom. This one's usually
Can I
pretty
eat
quick,
the whole stage?
Honestly, I wish.
I wish.
It just looks so good.
It looks so so good!
Third race, when the place that you start is determined based on your placement in the race so far. Remember, it's not necessarily who gets to the end that wins. It's who eats the most food.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm in the lead now.
Ha! Oh no!
Cool.
I almost fell off.
Can I eat the whole stage? Oh yeah, sometimes there's alternate pathways. If you head up, oh I missed.
Oh, I missed too.
If you can get to the end of that path, then you can go into a cannon and be launched forward. Yeah, not all stages have them, but some of them do, and when you see them, definitely take them if you can. So if you miss them, honestly, just cut your losses and keep going forward like we just did.
Oh no! Not again! Oh my god,
oh, yeah.
I'm missing the cake!
Because that CPU got to the second place cake before you did, he got the second place.
Hey, at least I bonked the other guy.
Yeah. Alright, and then this is where it all matters. The end, you end with a fight.
We get to square up our fatness.
Yes. Go into the item boxes and get powers and use them to hit your opponents off the stage, just like Smash. Oh, this is stone. I created Shockwave. Right into that, you get launched. Yeah. Jelly does not hit anyone, but you can be invisible.
It is a good get out of jail free card.
Ah! I got launched. Need a better power. This isn't really that good. That. you got tonged.
I got tonged.
You got grab. Oh, jelly. Ah. No. Nice try. When you see the 5 stack, you definitely want to go for that. Oh, I hit someone off the stage. Oh, overtime. As far as I'm aware, it's entirely random when overtime is triggered. I do not know if there's a way to consistently make that though. I think I might have lost it at the end.
Yeah, I think you did.
It does come down to the bonus stars though. Well, yeah, because there's 3 bonuses at the end based on various things, such as blueberries, most mini game strawberries, and most copy abilities used. I am large.
You are very large. No, it was a very close game.
Good game.
Yeah. But yeah,
And
I still
more
think,
strawberries.
like, for Forgotten Land, also probably get that upgrade. I was considering Forgotten Land for stream at some point, but because of that, I'm going to probably wait until that upgrade comes out.
Just so you can play it first. So.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
I'm getting a lot of unlockables. That's why it's taking a minute.
Yeah, you get more progress in that rank based on if you play online and also how well you do. Yeah. But yeah, that's the look of the game. Let's just keep playing while we discuss things further.
Okay.
Galax says, did you guys see that Kirby and the Forgotten Land with all the new DLC is somehow 100 megabytes smaller than the Switch 1 version? I did not see that. Wow, really?
Really? Okay. We talked about price. What do you want to talk about next to kind of get the ball
So I have an
rolling?
article. Yeah, I have an article pulled up.
I kind of can't look at the article because, you know.
That's okay. Yeah, I've got the article. I'll tab back and forth between them. All right, so next up on this article is hardware specs. All right, so docked, the Switch 2 has 4K support, which, yay, thank you.
Thank
I get to
God.
finally use the 4K capability of my TV that I've owned for years, and yet I've had nothing on it play in 4K. Yeah. And then, in addition, the Switch 2 in handheld mode and in TV mode can support up to 120 frames per second. Like, that's a lot. I did not expect them to go above 60, but we're here at 120. I like it. Now, again, just because it says it supports doesn't necessarily mean that everything will be at 4K 120. And in fact, I highly doubt there will be that many that will support 4K 120. Yeah. You stole the blueberry. Ah.
Jeez. I'm not really a hardware person, so you can go off.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, I missed all the things. This is what happens when I tab back and forth while playing. Okay. Next up.
Wow, the computer is beating our ass.
Next up on this list, 256 gigabytes of storage. Thank you. The Switch 1 only had, I think. Oh, that's a bomb. The Switch 1 only had 32 gigabytes, and the OLED had 64. So this is a very welcome upgrade. To the point where I don't think I'll actually need to get an SD card on day one. Speaking of, this is another kind of negative thing, to be honest.
Oh, let me guess, is it the SD card thing?
Yeah, the SD cards.
Yeah,
so,
I knew that was coming.
So, the SD cards, like the Switch 1, it only supports micro SD, which that's fair. But Switch 2 requires micro SD Express, and I say required purposely, because you actually cannot use regular micro SD cards with the Switch 2. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of that. Yeah, I wish it at least supported regular micro SD cards. Yes, I understand it's less, it's not as
cherry.
much speed.
No!
My cherry. I wish that it supported more. Ooh, cherry.
Well, I got the blueberry.
Nice. Yeah, I wish it supported regular micro SD, but unfortunately it doesn't. Galax says, Ori could possibly be 4K 120, but it'll probably be hard capped at 4K 60. You know, that's a fair point. I was actually just telling Sue yesterday, I own Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yeah,
so
we were
maybe I'll finally play it.
Yeah, we were talking about games in our library that we just have, but we just...
Get over here.
What the fuck?
Ah, I got knocked out.
That's what you get. That's what the rules are.
Yeah. Galax does bring up a good point. The games would literally not run well at on a normal SD card, and that is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is fair. I understand the logic behind making the micro SD cards there. Oh, there it goes.
Ah!
I just wish the regular ones were just at least supported. But you know, I can't grumble too much. It is going to make things faster, which I am very happy for. I'm just glad that things are going to run better, just in general on the Switch.
Yeah. So I think that was just a problem, just in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's no actual word on this. This isn't really a topic that I was going to discuss. But load times are probably going to be a lot less on this system, which, thank God. Those of you who played Animal Crossing, I know for a fact you had to deal with some terrible load times.
Yep.
But yeah. Yeah, so that's something to keep in mind and consider. Oh, I got a new track. Let's see, what else when it comes to hardware? Cartridges also are going to be running faster. That's why there are the exclusive red ones that won't work with the regular Switch one. I still find it strange that the cartridges will still technically fit in the Switch one cartridge slot.
That's funny.
That is weird. Like, they solved this with the 3DS by just putting a notch there, which, like, at the time I thought was weird, but, you know, kind of made sense.
Made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really a hardware junkie, so I'm kind of just like, I'm gonna let you kind of talk about that. It's like,
and I'm not really either. Sorry.
It's nice that at least, games, I hope now, won't be dealing with so much slowdown and issues.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll be getting into the game and stuff there in a bit.
Ooh, this song, really?
I don't recognize this song.
This is from Dreamland 3. This is the final boss theme.
That's why I don't recognize this song. It's one of the few Kirby games I haven't played. Let's see, what's next on this list? Okay, Nintendo Switch 2 Game Chat. Oh, I just fell off the map.
Oh boy, Game Chat. Nintendo version of Discord.
Yeah, so as much as I appreciate them having this feature, honestly, thank you for giving people an alternative to those who don't use Discord. I'm a little hesitant on it, and I think I'd rather just stick with Discord for now. But you know, that might change.
Where the fuck do you come from?
I took a cannon.
Oh, I was like, you just appeared out of nowhere.
In general, if you want to look for the cannon routes, they're typically a higher path, like in elevation, taller.
Makes sense.
You actually beat me though.
Yeah, I did.
Got distracted by cherries. Haxorus asked us an important question that we probably should have answered at the start of stream. How are we?
We're doing good. I think
You are one strawberry ahead of me.
Yeah. I was like, I'm doing good. Are you doing good?
Yeah. How are you doing, Haxorus? I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Today was overall a good day for me. Unfortunately, not a good day for my other friends who you don't know, but I'm not gonna talk about that on stream.
No, Matt is talk to me about that.
Yeah. Oh, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. How is everybody in chat doing? I should extend that question to from actors as well.
Yeah. How is?
I thought
That's what you get.
Yeah. Hope everyone else is doing good. Haxorus, you're doing good.
That's good. Yeah. I feel like that was something we should have started the stream with, but we were kind of like, all right.
We usually do, but like we have an agenda today.
We have a plan.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
My strawberry. my pile.
Greedy. Man, honestly. So Galax, what's this about you almost getting attacked by a goose today?
Galax, why'd you try to mess with a goose?
I thought you learned from my stream. Don't mess with the woos.
Yeah. You learned from Monday, remember? Don't mess with the goose.
There's a cherry. Okay,
doesn't matter, I'm getting the cake.
You beat me this time.
Yeah, do tell that story, Galax. I wasn't aware of you getting attacked by a goose.
I saw this on Twitter.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, game chat. It's a nice alternative. I really don't think I'll be using it though.
That's fair. I will say I am glad that that the Switch is giving us an alternative to. So when it comes to streaming games on Discord, I have to use OBS for it. as well as my capture card. I appreciate the game giving. I appreciate the Switch 2 giving us an alternative so that you don't need your own capture card. That much is appreciated. That being said, since I already have one, I don't see myself using it.
Yeah.
But that's just...
I think it would be a nice alternative instead of having like to pull out the capture card and everything for me, because it's a little bit more of a hassle for me. It's just the problem is I don't know how much I use it. Especially since I am very Discord oriented.
Yeah.
Like you and me are very much.
And that's very understandable.
Discord oriented.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. Okay, you had to get the last laugh. Okay, I see how it is.
I don't think I don't think you actually lost any strawberries, though. Dang it.
I was walking to the pool, was chilling, and I was like, what do you want? I put my hands in the air as intended when I shouldn't. And then it flapped its wings and wouldn't leave me alone for a good 3 minutes. Hey, I won!
You beat me by 4 strawberries. Holy crap.
I like my strawberries.
Hi, Cyrus!
Hello, Cyrus. I did not recognize you.
I was not expecting you to show up, but nice seeing you. Welcome to Kirby being fat fuck.
Yes. I am not aware of who Cyrus is. Is this someone you know IRL?
Yeah, not IRL. He's an acquaintance. He's also a content creator.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome in, Cyrus. Yeah. All right. Let's see. What's next on the? For those who are new, if I'm not sure if Cyrus is the only new person who just joined in. We are just playing some casual games today, some Kirby's Dream Buffet, and later we're going to play Clubhouse games while we go over the Switch 2 presentation. We've already given our talk about the price, so unfortunately you missed that part.
Yeah, there's always a VOD.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
let's
monkey.
get into another match.
Oh, he's. Oh.
Well, we will get to that, Haxers. I have thoughts.
Oh, Haxer saw what I unlocked. Hello, had some time, so I figured I'd lurk for a bit. Well, I'm glad you could make it today.
Yeah, welcome in, and we appreciate all our lurkers. Yep. Okay, so next up on this list is accessories. So starting with the camera. What are your thoughts on that? This Nintendo Switch 2 camera.
I will not be buying that.
I won't either. But it's interesting that it's there. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I'm not gonna get it. I want to see the tech behind it. I want to see how it works.
Yeah.
And I also want to see how well it works.
Because from what we've seen, when they showed it being shown off, it didn't look very good.
Yeah, but what more interests me about the camera? We just got pushed off the map. Holy cow! It wasn't me. It was someone else.
One of the computer, maybe.
Yeah, but yeah, I want to know like how well it works. So it has a background filter feature. I want to know how well that works. I've never seen anything like that before. I'm sure like
honestly,
iPhones have it
same.
out.
Gimmick seems funny though. I mean, people are already.
The gimmick seems funny. Yes.
People are already making memes about it.
Yeah.
Hey! Hey!
That was not on purpose, I swear.
You sure?
Yes. Also, Cannon Path up here.
I want the berry. I miss the berry.
I fell. I fell at the very end.
No.
Would y'all raise Kirby like a baby? Yes, Kirby is baby.
Kirby is precious baby.
10-year-old me would have loved. Galaxy, are you talking about the game we're playing or the camera? The fact that there is the camera.
When someone pointed out that people FaceTime in game, I was like, oh, this might bang.
Huh. So you got blue shelled. Yeah. Yeah, I think that people will use this, but it's not for me. And I think and it sounds like you echo those thoughts.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah.
Like, I know I discussed this to you yesterday, specifically, so I'll bring this up. I am okay with, like, people close to me seeing my face, but say if it's, like, I don't know, like, we don't know how, like, game chat is it just, like, with friends, or is it, like, can you do it with pubs? Because, honestly, I don't know.
Don't know. You're right. I want to say it's just friends, because that's kind of how Nintendo does, but I have no proof of that.
Because say if it was with randoms, I would be like, yeah, no, I don't want people seeing me. And again, as I've told you in the past, I'm very much more of a private person.
Yeah, and that makes sense. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I've shown you what I look like. Yeah, but granted, the picture I showed you was old, but still.
Yeah, fair.
It's like, but that's because, hey, I trust you.
Yeah. Sorry, I just realized I am too fat to fit in the tunnels. So I couldn't go through them.
We're both fat. What are you talking about?
Yes.
But yeah,
Sarah
cameras
says,
not for me.
Yeah. Note to self, James. Don't read chat and drive.
James, when will you learn?
I missed the raspberry.
Also, I got knocked off the stage by the cannon.
Aw. Oh, from somebody else coming in with the cannon.
Like, I got hit by the cannon.
Oh, that one. Oh, I see. Sarah says, I feel like it'd only be with friends, right? Otherwise, you get all sorts of weird things happen with randos. I'm sure it's something Nintendo's worried about. Yeah, that's my logic as well, but I don't think that it's been discussed. Yeah, Galax says pretty sure friends only. Do you have a source on that, Galax, or is it just like what you're thinking? Because that's what I'm thinking too, but I don't have proof. I missed both of you. How did I do that?
What?
Ooh, no, I got knocked over. Yeah, I'm curious if there is. Oh, nice try. Oh no! I got grabbed. I'm going away from you guys. But yeah, we'll get to my next topic once the battle's over.
Yeah.
You can't just push people off the edge like that. I pushed one of the CPUs off.
Good.
Yeah. I should not have done that. That was a mistake.
Saw an article about parental controls yesterday. I quickly skimmed it, and I didn't see anything about public stuff. Okay.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yes, you are correct. They did a little fun fact. They actually redid all the Switch 1 parental controls videos. So if you want to watch those and have a good laugh at Bowser and Bowser Jr., definitely do that.
Yeah.
What the heck?
What's up?
Okay, sorry. I got a message on Discord. No, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, but responding to Galax, I think that yes, there are parental controls available. Yes, you're correct. There are parental controls available to limit the game chat feature and also video cameras and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still wondering if it's possible.
Did you leave the room?
Random stuff like that. No, I'm here. I'm here.
JC, your Corbo is obese? I mean...
I could stop anytime I want.
Oh, hey, Nomad! Ah,
Yes,
the round Kirby game.
game.
Yes, he is Borb. He is orb shaped. Very fat
Fun fact.
orb.
Fun fact, Nomad was the one who got me to get this game.
Really? What the fuck? Why'd you do that? You were telling me something nice, and then you bonk me. Nomad, this is how your best friend treats me. This is how he treats me. You need to talk to him. Why do I feel like this is getting clipped?
Yes. Anyway, you have lobby control because you exited the room first.
Oh, I do. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten all the goodies in this game, I think.
Dang. I have not gotten that. I'm close though. I know I still have some. I know I still have some more to get, but not much.
Where the Corvos get diabetes, go to get her ass. Why are you encouraging him?
I see your smiley face there, Axorus. Yeah, welcome in, Nomad. We are giving our thoughts and impressions on the Switch 2. Unfortunately, you missed us kind of going off when it came to the Switch 2's price. Well, not really the price, but like the price of the game. Because long and short of those thoughts are we're okay with the Switch, with the console itself being $450, but the games being $80, we're not as.
Woo!
Not as
yeah.
Anyway, next topic on our list. Oh, hello, Tony. Welcome in.
Hey, go see go! Yes, I'm going as fast as my little fat stubby legs can carry me.
Well, technically, you're not using your legs for this race.
Yeah, I know. That's what the saying is.
Yeah. Anyway, next. Oh, good lord. Next topic. The new controllers. So this isn't just the Joy-Cons. It also includes the Pro controller.
Half tempted to invade your lobby. Nomad, you can. I don't mind.
Yeah, I can give him the code.
Yeah.
Yeah. After this race, I'll DM you the code, Nomad, and you can join.
I mean, if you want to come join VC, you can. I don't mind that either.
Yeah. If that's all right, that's good too. Yes, churros.
Big cake! No! I didn't see you got it before me! I was so excited!
No.
If Kirby eats enough, could he turn into a Mario Galaxy level? Holy shit!
Oh, I see like a Luma. I gotcha. What are we doing? Oh, just getting strawberries.
Tis the game.
Controllers. The Pro controller, first of all. It now has assignable buttons, which that's a feature I've seen on third-party controllers, but it's cool to see that they're in the official ones now too. I think they're called the GR and GL buttons.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a weird name. I wonder what the G stands for, if anything. I don't know.
Is this the part where Nomad just jumps into the fucking voice call and is like, G stands for something dumb?
I mean, you can.
I mean, I literally said, do it.
Yeah. Speed.
Ah! The fuck?
Yes, so that's
I'm here.
Oh, hey!
Hello, welcome in.
Alright, so what does the G stand for on the buttons?
I don't know G, but GL's girl love, so lesbians win.
Yes. What does GR mean then? Girls rule. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, it's the women are winning. Good for them.
Except in the race, which I'm currently winning.
Damn.
Really?
So you got one saying like this?
We had to go there, Nomad.
I just got here.
I know.
Kirby be like, get out of the way. I need food. I need food. I need that Big Mac. Yes, this is the sandwich stage. Yes.
We went to McDonald's.
Conversation like that. I just sat down.
We went to McDonald's.
Yeah.
This stream is already off the fucking walls anyways, so.
Yeah,
Hector
that's
says-
understandable. Gamer rights?
GR
No,
stands for gamer rights.
they don't deserve rights. The gamer shouldn't have rights.
You're a gamer, though. Does this mean you don't deserve rights?
I don't think C knows the joke, Nomad.
I'm sorry. No, I consider gamer a foul word.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I just realized
we joked.
this stage is matcha themed.
Yeah.
Oh, delightful.
I believe it. Ah! I believe it's just called pudding.
Pudding?
Yeah,
Pudding.
pudding. Yeah. 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 I'm gonna do it. Well, no, I actually can't do it.
I thought you'd say do a flip.
Yeah.
Well, yes, Kirby does lots of flips in this game.
Oh boy, a flip! Do a flip!
Do a flip!
It's not that impressive.
Yeah.
Jeez, I am getting bonked left and right today.
Nice strawberries.
Yeah, price. So $450 is the floor for the price. I don't know if y'all touched on this, but it's probably
Yes,
gonna
we
cost more. Okay.
Yeah, we did. We
While
kind
we're
of wanted
just
to
doing
just get
this,
that out of the way.
I'm gonna move you kind of over here, Nomad, since it's just the three of us.
Yeah. Nomad, I'll DM you the lobby code.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I'm over here being treated like I have the Spanish plague.
You don't have the Spanish plague! I moved you closer! You're alright! It's just called I can't fucking fix it in the middle of a match, bro!
Why not? Throw the match, fix the OBS.
I mean, I was joking before. Don't read chat and drive at the same time.
Yeah, James, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, that's bad. That's bad. Is this when next time JC shows up on my stream as a co-host, he will be driving. And I'll just be like, what the fuck did I tell you?
Welcome in.
Yeah.
Alright, see, you have lobby control again.
You make Corvo sad. He wants diabetes.
No. It's not that he has diabetes and is sad. He wants
diabetes. I know.
Important distinction,
I
Axel.
can't fucking breathe.
Yeah, but yeah, we did talk about the fact that the price might be going up here in the U.S. because stupid.
Because
yeah, that sounds.
Let's cry
excellent.
together.
Yeah. Ooh, it's been a hot minute since I played this. Good heavens.
I still want to get it day one, and we'll get into why later, but...
I probably will not be, due to the,
Very understandable.
Yeah, mostly the everything else price. Less the consoles, more the everything else.
Well, see, what I'm worried about is that if anything would be hit by the tariffs of by the price tariffs, it would be the console,
yes.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be not just everything else, but the everything after that.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. No gaming, no driving.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since I've done this. Oh, good heavens.
Galax wants to paywall these streams. What the fuck?
No.
I'll hear him out.
So you're
just because I
encouraging
ran into
him.
that enemy, that's how you beat me. Yeah. Anyway.
So okay, where were we on our list?
I'm kind of going down an article on things to talk about. We just got finished talking about the Pro Controller.
What are you reading and playing?
Well, while we're at it though, just talking about controllers, let's talk about the Joy-Con. So,
well, where am I?
They have not outright confirmed. They've not outright confirmed whether or not they're using Hall Effect joysticks. But they have said that the joysticks have been quote unquote redesigned. So like, there's hope.
10 strawberries to watch for an hour.
10 strawberries to watch for an hour. Yes.
Yes, give me strawberries.
Yes. You know, you can get diabetes just from a ton of fruit. It takes a ton, but you can.
I don't want to think about that.
That's that's the same vein of conversation as there's a toxic amount of water you could drink. I'm like, yeah, probably, but like, Why?
You're not gonna physically reach it.
No.
You could do that, but why?
Hold your Wii for a Wii or something like that.
You're having a stroke.
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying.
Damn. Do I have to bring up that whole thing?
Did you have a stroke earlier?
No.
I don't know what you're referring to be honest.
There was a... Okay, you brought up something interesting in my mind. So back when the Wii was new, a radio show held a competition where people could come in and drink a bunch of water, and whoever could hold their pee the longest could get a Wii.
What?
Really?
Yep. And unfortunately, the person who won died.
Imagine my fucking shock.
Damn.
Because that was a lot of water.
I did not know this.
It's dangerous.
That is actually
What the fuck?
dangerous.
We're tied.
Y'all tied for second.
Yeah. Can I give you blackberries? I like blackberries, so you know, just what? Give me
Like
my
the phone?
blackberries.
Ah!
No.
Wait, hold on a second. Are we getting paired with randos or are these NPCs?
That's an NPC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was curious. I wasn't. I was just like,
I miss all of you.
Dude, I don't know.
But yeah, no word on Hall Effect joysticks.
I'm not familiar with those, so I couldn't tell you if those are great or not.
So the reason why people are hoping for Hall Effect joysticks is because those are the joysticks that will that have a much lower chance of drifting.
Well, that's certainly nice.
Yeah,
In theory.
I hope that they're addressing the drifting issue, but whether they will or not is another question.
Ah!
But, James, you don't understand. The Joy-Cons don't drift. Those aren't real.
Yeah. See, that ironically enough, because when somebody asked about the drifting Joy-Cons and whether or not they have Hall Effect sticks, the Nintendo representative said that they cannot comment on that.
Okay.
Ooh.
And the reason why is because they're currently in a lawsuit. So if they comment on it one way or another, it's admitting fault.
Yeah.
I see.
It's not necessarily the fact. It does not mean that the Switch 2 won't have it. It just means that they'd be admitting fault for that lawsuit. That is the reason why they're not doing it. I am the roundest.
The bonus stars once
3 in
again
a
is like
row,
Mario Party over
goddamn.
again.
Nomad, your best friend is a fat ass.
I've been losing weight.
I was saying that in a joking way because we're playing a game about food, bro.
I know.
We know what you meant. However, comma.
However, my Xenoblade 2 controller I bought on launch day still works perfectly.
See, you're lucky there, Cyrus. My Pro controller, it's a left stick started drifting, so I had to get it replaced.
Ew. Mine is still working like a charm.
Not the controller, just the.
Let's say I've been using my same Pro controller since launch.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been using the same one since I bought it.
Unfortunately, 2 of the 3 Pro controllers that I've had over the years haven't had drifting sticks. So unfortunately, unfortunately, I did. Well, one of them I repaired on my own. It was the most whack-ass repair I've ever done. It was not pretty. The other one, the other one, I just took to a repair shop. I'm like, I'm not doing this again.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, but yeah, they're both fine now. Yeah, hopefully they have Hall Effect joysticks, but there's no way to know one way or another.
No
I mean, if they really are
guarantee.
going to a lawsuit, you think they would have learned. Yeah, it's like, we don't want to do that again, so we're not.
Yeah, but
Don't let asparaguses be in the game. That's criminal.
Yeah, I don't like them either.
I agree.
I don't like asparagus either.
They're gross.
Oh, that's a chunky lag. Instead of Joy-Con drift, the mouse sensor will break. Okay, yeah, that's a good point, Galax.
Sorry, we don't care with the mouse. It's okay.
So, well, that's the thing. There might be a game that really uses it well. That's why I'm worried.
How?
I mean, we'll get to the games later, but they already have one that they showed off that looks halfway decent with it.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they introduced another failure point with the mouse controls. I do.
So awesome.
So it's just worth the consideration. Will it actually be a failure point? Who knows? All that I know is that the one game that showed off the mouse controls a lot, which is the Drag X Drive game, you're gonna be dragging that thing across your desk all the time. That's gonna wear out something.
Desk?
I guarantee it.
Or whatever.
What? Something.
It's a, like, desk.
Or you know what I mean.
No, I don't. What was
Drag it
it
across
the living room?
I don't know. Drag it across something. You know what I mean. In order to play that game, that's what you need.
Ooh, chocolate cake. I like how I have my priorities and it's fucking cake.
I mean, Hacktra said that this game is making him hungry, which, yes, I agree. It makes
It tends to do that,
us
yeah.
hungry.
Yeah, thank God I ate before stream. As you should.
I did not, but I wasn't supposed to be here, so.
Nah, we were just like, if you want to come in, bro.
As usual, I'm an interloper, so here we are.
You two are tied. Cyrus says the Magnus will somehow break. I mean, possible. That I'm not sure if that's necessarily going to be a failure point to worry about.
Magnus are generally pretty reliable.
I mean,
It's
that
kinda
is why the Hall Effect joysticks don't drift, because they're magnet, because they have magnets.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the hope. Whether it will or will not have it, we have yet to see. That being said, though, thoughts on the controllers themselves. The only thing new is the C button, which we've already talked about the jack function.
Say, what is the C button again? That's just for chat?
I think it's just for game chat, yeah.
They paywall the button.
Yes, I did see that joke as well. Yes, the button. There's a button on the controller that's specifically locked behind a paywall. Excuse me.
You're so mean! You're so mean to me! This is streamer abuse!
Wasn't me this time.
Welcome to being a streamer.
No, I didn't do it. I'm innocent.
Grilled cheeses.
Bruh.
Yeah. I think the Joy-Con. I think the Joy-Cons look good. I am glad that they are bigger.
Wow!
I have large hands.
Wow! You were just targeting me there!
You were
Streamer abuse.
Jaden's like some invincible. I'm not gonna hit him.
Yet you're still hungry. Yes. That's this game. Yep.
Yeah. It does make me want some ice cream or some kind of dessert.
Then go get one.
At the back.
I deserve
Yes,
that.
you are correct, Alex. Bigger SL and SR buttons.
That's nice.
I'm glad that they're there. I barely use them. Oh, you have candy.
Oh. Yeah, that would do it.
I am Lorge.
You are Lorge.
I think nobody still beat me though.
Bonus stars.
That is true. Bonus stars really
Yeah.
do make it all.
It's like lost last time.
Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, controllers, that's also just kind of another thing. I'm like, I have to have it in my hands to actually form an opinion. Just seeing it, I'm just like, it exists.
Yep, you won.
Around.
Oh yeah. I think I want to be absolutely sure. Oh yeah. Last thing about the controllers. Pro controller comes with an audio jack. Thank you.
Oh. Okay.
About time. About time.
What's so long?
About fucking
Yeah,
time.
I wish. That's like the number one. That's like the number one reason why I'm considering getting one at launch. However, like to be honest, no, I'm not going to. I'm gonna wait on getting a pro controller. Oh yes, game sharing crossplay. I think that's only some games, Galax. I'll have to double check.
I know the game that we'll be playing later is part of
yeah.
Game Share.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm thinking
Yeah, only...
after this match we'll take a quick break and switch over to Clubhouse.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I don't remember the exact list of games that support the game share, but yeah, I do remember Clubhouse games is one of them.
Wait, is this Checkered Knight? No, this is not Checkered Knights.
This is from Kirby Air Ride, I believe.
Yeah, it is from Air Ride. I just don't remember if it's Checkered Knights or not.
I think it is.
It is. Hey, perfect.
Way over there.
Perfect, because that is a game we'll be talking about a little bit later.
Yeah.
So, oddly appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could remember which game supported game chat. Sorry, the game sharing. Which, speaking of, the game sharing feature. I'm glad that we now have options for it.
Yeah.
That being said, though, it being paired with the other thing that I wanted to discuss right now, the virtual game card thing.
Yeah.
Oh boy, who likes getting rid of physical games? Okay, to be fair, it's not entirely getting rid of physical games. This is really something to make digital game. It's really only an effect on digital games to make them work more like physical games, in that you can lend the card out to somebody and it works as if they had the physical cartridge inserted and the license is attached to that card. That being said, I like my physical games.
Yeah, there are so many negatives added to the games in order for that one incredibly specific positive.
Yeah.
I will say one thing about game share. Me and Tony were kind of talking about this when we were watching the Direct. We realized, oh, damn, this could really help for multiplayer games that, say, like, we want to do someday. Because I know we've talked about, like, a few multiplayer games we've wanted to do, like, on stream, and it's...
Yeah.
And I think that could help with that.
Yeah, the first one that actually came to mind when I saw that feature was Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. To this day, I wonder why the heck it does not have online multiplayer.
That was a whole thing when I was streaming that game.
Yeah, I wish it did, but with this, maybe it doesn't need it, and I fell.
Damn.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't need it. Maybe a patch to allow game sharing for it will just let us play that game online. That'd be nice. Will it happen? Yeah, we gotta hope, because they're only doing specific ones. You now have a physical license instead of a license that they can revoke.
Still revoke the digital one. they can still revoke this license. That's the problem. They're doing it's not better than Sony.
I think we have to see on that, but I think generally you are correct, Nomad. They have the power to do that. Oh, you came in with that?
Yeah, I still had this.
Yeah, it'll come. I just really hope that. So, as far as we can tell, at least, Nintendo First Party is definitely still supporting the physical games. Third parties, though.
Third party is up in the air.
Yeah, that is entirely up in the air. And it's been up in the air for a while, which, and again, this is, to be entirely fair about the whole virtual game card thing, they've already been doing, third parties have already been doing what they say on that for a while, which is just have the game just be a code in the box. Third parties have been doing that for a while. This is just more legitimizing that practice, and I still don't like it from that end. I
am not familiar with any game doing that aside from LA Noire, hilariously enough.
The GTA trilogy, the Grand Theft Auto trilogy was that. I believe it came with the first. I believe it came with the. Actually, no, I don't think that's true. I think it came. I think the entirety of it was download from a code in the box. So yeah, it's wow, I got no bonus stars.
Damn.
Damn, boys.
But yeah, just to close that topic. We still need to see more on that, but I'm not looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
It's a rough introduction, I won't lie.
I just hope that at the very least, Nintendo first party still keeps their games on cartridge, because I know even a lot of third parties will still have their games entirely on cartridge. I know Cyberpunk 2077 will be entirely on the cartridge.
Yeah.
It's
I think
just,
I kind of talked about this to you as well, like, yesterday. Like, the whole thing with all the, like, the different ways, like, the games are being presented is just kind of confusing.
It is confusing
it's a lot.
To the viewer, I agree.
It's just, I think it's just, why are we doing all this? This is just a little too much.
Yeah. I do think, however, that like the average like Walmart shopper or day-to-day consumer doesn't really buy games. I do think that it'll make sense when it's like shown on store shelves. It's just, from what we're seeing online right now, they've been a little mum of the details, and that's what's making.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna take a brief break, and then we're gonna switch over to, once I get out of this, unlocking shit, we're gonna switch over to Clubhouse games.
Yeah. So yeah.
So, quick break.
And we're done talking hardware, so once we get to Clubhouse games, we'll be talking all about the games.
Oh yeah, the good stuff. Alright, let me put on some fun music, and I'll be back in a little bit.
Yeah. I'll be back in a little bit as well.
Okay, I'll see y'all later.
Bye, Nomad!
Take care, Nomad.
Bye-bye! Alright, now for Ilsy's break time.
Yes.
Alright. I'm back. Let me turn down the music a little.
Alrighty.
Alright. Before we get into the game, Haxorus wanted me to show off some of his artwork.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I see that now.
Yeah, he was like, "Are you gonna do the thing?" And I was like, "I forgot."
We forgot.
We forgot.
I wasn't aware of this though.
Nah, I promised him, and then he's been on my ass about that. All right. I just picked one of his artworks because he has a lot.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is it? I gave it a funny name. Oh geez, I have to crop this. Here
I'll go
is...
ahead and create the lobby.
Okay.
Hey, it's Pepperman.
I never forgot.
Yeah, well done, Haxorus. Well done.
Yeah.
It's neat that you got the like heavily stylized style in there too. I should have used a different word. Oh well.
It's okay. I think he gets what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Well done. Well done.
Nice. And I know Haxorus does a lot of art, so maybe every now and then, if I remember, I did tell him to remind me. Granted, to send me his art so I can show it on the stream.
Yeah.
So I know
what does that mean? What does that mean, Galax?
So
oh,
I
it
know
means you're back. I got you.
I know eventually I want to do a like a fan art thing for like the beginning of stream.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that projects for the future.
All right. Let me turn off the music here. All right, we're gonna get into Clubhouse games.
Yeah. So I forget. Is this your first time booting up the game?
Yes, it is.
All right. There should be an online setting once you get to the main menu. I'm gonna go ahead and create a room because I don't remember if there's unlockables in this game, but if there are, I've got them.
Okay. Do I have to play with the Joy-Con?
No. You can use a Pro Controller.
It's not letting me use my Pro Controller.
What? I'm using mine right now.
Why is it not letting me?
That is weird.
I can use it just fine. I don't know why it's not letting me. That's strange.
Yeah, what's up with that?
So
mine's updated too. Yeah, I don't remember. I will say, I first got this game like during the pandemic, so I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm
what
pressing
it was like to boot up the game the first time.
I'm pressing like all the buttons and stuff. It lets me go into the main menu, but I can't like move on the main menu.
Yeah, that is weird because I'm using the Pro Controller right now to play. Are you, hold on. Are you using the control stick or the D-pad?
I've tried both. It's not letting me.
Weird. Hold up.
Technical issues on stream, our favorite.
Yeah, we probably should have booted these up beforehand.
We should have, but this week's been a little busy.
Okay, I did find an article saying that apparently you can only use Joy-Cons for local multiplayer, but we're not doing local multiplayer.
Yeah.
Problem with the Pro Controller. Yeah, you cannot use the Pro Controller in local multiplayer, but we're not doing local multiplayer. We're trying to do online. And it definitely let me join with the Pro Controller. Yeah, that is... Well, first off, that's strange. Second off, that does not apply to our problem.
Yeah.
Maybe you can Like try using the Joy-Cons just to like be able to play the game at all. Or does it force you to go into single system for your first boot up?
Oh, it does. Ah.
Okay. So it probably just wants you to go. It probably just wants you to give you the tutorial messages. So I guess like once you're through that, back out to the main.
That was
go online.
That's kind of dumb.
I'm not surprised that that's the case, just because this is your first time booting up the game. Yeah. So for those who don't, I can give a quick introduction to this game. For those who don't know what this game is,
Galax just asked like, what is this game?
Yeah, this is a compilation of, well, technically 50 because the last one's not really a game. It's a compilation of a ton of little mini games, just based on smaller tabletop or card or like other activities around the world. So like you've got a ton of different card games. You can have you can play stuff like mahjong. You can play you can play like stuff like Hanafuda as well. What other things are there? You can shoot targets. You can play the I don't remember the name of that target game from We Play, but that's in here as well. Yeah, I don't remember the names of all the games.
I'm like, where am I?
Yeah, I don't remember the names of all the games, but we shall see. And I'll be honest, I'm watching the stream now. I do not remember what it's like to play this for the first time.
I know. It's very weird.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll choose a couple games and like we'll choose a couple games just to play around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you can play these on. You can play, not all of them support multiplayer because some of them are games like Solitaire, the classic solo game.
Yeah.
And some of them support 2 players. Some of them even go up to 3 and 4 players. But it's only a limited selection that can do multiplayer. We'll see what we're allowed to do.
I kind of would like to get out of this menu, but I don't think I can because I would like to just play the game normally.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real. I did not remember that this was here at startup. I guess you have to choose one of the games. Yeah, one of the guys.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick one.
Mancala.
Because I like Mancala, and I haven't played it since I was a child.
Mancala is all about.
Oh yeah, we can definitely play that.
Like seeds?
I'm gonna play like as just so we can get through it, because I would like to play with an actual person today.
Yeah, that's all right.
But do you wanna
Shall we continue the discussion?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So first game, we'll just go by how the direct revealed them. So, first game we need to talk about, Mario Kart World. Now, we already talked about the whole pricing issue earlier. So I'm just going to kind of divorce our discussion from the price right now. Just talk about the game itself. And from that regard, this game looks incredible. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
24 player races, new items, new mechanics, there's rail grinding. And then, like, the entire world is explorable. Honestly, yeah, I was getting some Sonic vibes from a lot of it, actually.
Okay, so you were not the only one.
Yeah, you can race not just you can race not just how we've been the past few games, like on the ground and in the air, but you no longer go under the water. You now race on the surface of the water, which I think is neat. You can perform tricks off of waves. And the roster is friggin' massive, with one caveat, because they have a ton of new playable characters. Unfortunately, I wish Nomad was here to comment on it, but unfortunately, we have not seen any evidence of playable Kamek. That is his favorite character.
Yeah.
That being said, though, Kamek is an item. We saw a little bit of him in the trailer, but we didn't get to see what he did. But the treehouse footage that I saw, at least, used Kamek's item. It's a magic. It's a magic orb. What Kamek does is he zooms ahead of you to at least the next couple of places. I don't know exactly how many ahead he goes, and then just creates a ton of obstacles based on whatever course you're playing. Yeah. The game looks great. I should probably say just something else on it. Yeah, they showed the free roam mode.
Oh,
yes,
Haxorus isn't happy about it either.
Yeah, sorry. Now, that being said, that isn't to say that Kamek won't be unlockable, because we've seen the entire base roster, and usually Mario Kart games have unlockable rosters. Although 8 Deluxe was the only one that didn't have any unlockable characters. Everybody was available from the start. Yeah, unfortunately, as far as we can tell, Kamek is not playable. That being said, though, we have seen characters be both obstacles and playable characters at the same time already. The example that I brought up to my friends was Charge and Chuck. There are Charge and Chuck enemies to dodge, but also a playable Charge and Chuck. So Kamek being playable there's still hope. There's still hope, but no way to know yet, unfortunately. We've seen the entire base roster, and he's not part of the base roster.
Okay, I can go online now. I'm free.
Awesome. Cool. Alright, I am going to create a friend lobby.
Okay. I am fucking free!
Yeah, now we can play games together.
Yes.
But yeah. Galax asked, I wonder if we could collab worlds like Splatoon. That's not out of the question, because, like, I know I mentioned before Nomad's main is not going to be there. I'm going to be sad when I'm not going to be able to play as my mains, which is the Inklings.
Yeah.
I love playing as them in 8 Deluxe. I realize, yes, they're crossover characters, so the likelihood of them reappearing alongside, like, Link and the Animal Crossing villagers and Isabelle is very low. But, you know, I would love to see crossover worlds, like Galax said. Yeah.
It is taking its time.
Hold on, maybe I need to remake the room. Maybe it's been too long. Alright, I just remade the room. Come on.
Come on, game.
I will be 100% honest, I have never played this game online before, so I have no idea how well it functions. Unlike Dream Buffet, which I have played online before.
Lovely.
Hold on, I want to check something real quick.
Okay. Is it because you changed your online settings again?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm gonna mess with that real quick.
Yeah.
I don't remember what mine are right now. Wait, hold on. You found my lobby in Kirby.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's not.
Hold on, I changed it back. Let me remake the room.
I don't know if you commented on what Robot Wizard said, but he said, I find it funny how there seemed to be a new racer every time I saw a new screenshot. Okay, there we go. That's what I think that's what we had to do, yeah.
Yeah, I think that is what we had to do. Yeah, there are a ton of new playable characters. I could list them all. I would have to find another article that had all the ones that they've seen so far. We're gonna go to this view. Okay, what game should we play? Let's see. What will be a good game to start? Oh, I know you've played Persona 5. Want to play Tycoon?
Sure, you have to remind me of the rules.
Sure thing.
President.
Yeah.
Siri, shut up.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll just play. Oh yeah, let me look at the. Let's not do impossible difficulty CPU.
Holy shit! Please God, no.
Let's just stick with the regular.
Card design. Wait, there's card designs?
Yes. You can have the regulars or Mario.
Oh, let's do
cards.
the Mario ones.
Yeah. Okay, let me try to remember what these settings are. It's been a while since I've played either President or Tycoon. So,
But okay, I'll get my thoughts on Mario Kart World while you're figuring that out.
yeah,
I'm excited. Yeah. I always look forward to some Mario Kart. If you guys, I hate to like be a selfless promoter here again, but we are having a Mario Kart game night in my Discord server later this month. So come hang out.
Where do we go with this?
It's not gonna be streamed.
Yeah, it won't be strange. We're just going to be hanging out playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Okay. Clear.
Okay. So how much do you know about how to play Tycoon or President?
Like I said, it's been a hot fucking minute.
Okay. So so the first person to start the round will dictate how many of a card needs to be played at once. So CPU 2 started with a single card. So you can play a single card of equal rank or higher. By the way, ranks cap out. They go from King, Ace, and then 2 is the highest. Jokers are considered wild cards. They can be. There are only 2 of them in the deck. You can play them as a wild card of 1, or they can be considered a card. I think it's above Ace but below 2. I think. I could be wrong about that. Other rules. We saw the Ace clear a second ago. So
let's not tell James what I have in my deck.
I mean, okay. So I'm just gonna play this. The other thing that they did earlier was the 8 clear. So if you play 8s, then
8 clear.
Then yeah, it stops the round and you get your turn back. Oh.
Waluigi is an ace.
Yes. I'm going to pass. You don't have to play, but the objective is to get rid of all your cards. Would you start with a 6? Sure, we'll deal with that one. Yeah. But yeah, Mario Kart looks great. And that was the game that, granted, I was sold on the idea of a Mario Kart game. I was sold on the idea of a Mario Kart game
is Two-Face.
Back when we first started. Yes. So we shall. We'll definitely be playing the game. I am looking forward to it. That is the game that I want to play at launch. Very tense. We'll play. Oh, there's some online slowdown. Just be aware of that.
Pass.
Okay, my turn. Nope.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know you and I will be playing that a lot.
Yeah. Let's see. Luigi is happy, yes.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm going to.
But mean and scary.
I'm gonna throw that. Pair of kings.
Pass.
Bowser's a joker. Yeah. Ah, shit.
Pass.
Yeah, we're both fucked there.
Yeah.
Pass.
Okay. Mario Kart World. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Revolution.
Revolution.
Ooh.
Pass.
Or
Still
the
have to
reverse,
pass.
and also I win. Because I'm out of cards. Luigi about to give you the bombastic side eye. Yes, that's the new Luigi death stare in the next Mario Kart game.
Is Luigi even real?
He is amazing. He is who I will be playing as if the Inklings are not in the game. I will be playing as
Pass.
Luigi.
I will still have Toadette, thankfully. I might try playing Rosalina, but she's a heavy
That is
character.
true. That is true. Toadette is in the game.
Well, I was second.
Nice. Right. There are 5 rounds, I think. Oh yeah, the card exchange. So the person who wins has to throw out 2 cards of their choice. The second place person throws out 1 card of their choice, and the third place person takes from the second place person and gives 1 of theirs, and the fourth place person takes one from there as well.
So it's like a weird swap.
Yeah, and this was in Tycoon as well. I might regret giving those. Shoot. We're gonna pass. Yeah. How was? Yeah, good question. How was Rosalina heavy? And
I have no clue.
I think it was Wii where she was considered heavy. I think in 8 Deluxe she's considered large size but still medium weight. I think I might be wrong about
8
that.
clear.
It's Pyra from Xenoblade 2 all over again.
Oh jeez. Nope. Play that. Okay. But yeah, Mario Kart will be fun. So the next game that they revealed, I'm gonna be going to other games because they ended off with their other first party games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Paris, okay. So when it comes to first party stuff, next thing on this list is the upgraded games. So first off up here, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. They are getting, so Nintendo's doing the upgrade path that Sony's been doing for a while,
Pass.
which is to say you pay a little bit extra to you pay a little bit extra to
8 clear.
to get all the features, which could be added or it could just be an HD upgrade. That in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom's case, I did not mean to do that.
Ooh.
Pass.
Well, that just ruined my plan.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, well.
About Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, were you going to say that they're free on the upgrades are free with NSO expansion pass?
Yes, that is exactly what I was gonna say.
Because for me, I'm in a little bit of a pickle. I had just bought Breath of the Wild not too long ago. We knew something was going to happen, but I was still like, I'm still gonna buy Breath of the Wild just to have it.
Pass.
Yeah.
So thankfully that, the upgraded version is free, with expansion pass. My copy of Breath of the Wild is still useful to me.
Pass.
Other problem. Tears of the Kingdom. I don't own that.
Yeah.
Pass.
So your choices are buy the your choices are to buy the Switch version and then get your free upgrade, or buy the Switch 2 version. So
Are you about to fucking win?
8
yes, I am.
clear.
So yeah. Yeah, the Breath of the Wild upgrade, each upgrade is $10. Yeah, each upgrade is $10, and if you want to get the Switch 2 version, it is the equivalent of the Switch 1 version plus $10. So Breath of the Wild will be on Switch 2 $70, and Tears of the Kingdom will be $80 on Switch 2. Which, yay, another $80 game.
Oh boy! Yeah,
Oh, boy.
I was like, what am I going to do for Tears of the Kingdom? Though I know you and I have talked because, we're not sure how I'm going to feel about Tears of the Kingdom. And I think that's more of a,
Pass.
if I like Breath of the Wild, I'll buy that.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I think will and should happen. All Switchgate's about to jump in price on eBay. That is not an impossibility. I'm not sure what I should do.
Pass.
Oh, I didn't mean to press that shit.
clear.
Yeah. So that being said, even though I don't currently own the Switch Online expansion pack, I still might get these upgrades because I love those games and I want to see them running at the amazing what it might be. I don't think it's going to be 4K. I want to say it's going to be 1440p because that's another resolution the Switch 2 support.
I don't think I want to go that route.
Galax says I can just lend you the game if you want.
Oh jeez, Galax! Everyone's just like wanting to give me Zelda games lately. Everyone wants me to give Zelda games. Everyone wants to give me Zelda games. If you like it, Tears of the Kingdom is basically Breath of the Wild on crack in terms of gameplay. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would agree. However, just knowing how you play your games, see, I'm a little hesitant to still recommend it to you.
Okay.
Just for reasons, for reasons that I'll get into. Really, it's best if I get into it after you play Breath of the Wild.
That's fair, but I think you knew Breath of the Wild was something I would enjoy.
Yeah. I think Breath of the Wild. I do think you would enjoy it.
Pass.
Also, Revolution time.
But yeah, I'm at the very least.
Galaxy. Okay. Yeah, continue with what you're saying.
At the very least, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they did this more for more games. To be perfectly honest with you.
Galax says, "Is Zelda Notes a part of the upgrade?" Yes. You get Zelda Notes functionality only on the Switch 2 version, which that's the case in both both Breath of the Wild and 2.
Pass.
If I calculated correctly,
Pass.
then I win.
Pass.
I'm having a fucking terrible time
Pass.
right now.
Oh dear.
8 clear.
But yeah, that's Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
8 clear.
I will probably be buying both upgrades separately, just because I'm still not really sold on Switch Online plus expansion pack specifically.
Pass.
We'll get more into that later.
Pass.
Next thing though, Metroid
Pass.
Prime 4. Now I know you're not the biggest Metroid person.
Pass.
Yeah.
However,
8
it is
clear.
also getting a Switch 2
Pass.
version.
Even though the game is not even out yet.
Pass.
Yes, it's not even out
Yeah,
yet.
I got fucked over this match.
Yeah. Do that.
Why is it making me do this?
Oh yeah, you're forced to give your 2 highest cards if you lose. Oh yeah, I since I've won all the games so far, we haven't seen this, but I do have the rule on where if the person who won the previous round does not win the next round, they automatically get last place. So if you guys beat me, I lose.
8 clear.
Okay.
One thing I did think was really neat about Metroid Prime 4 was the fact mouse control.
TLDR improved performance, graphics, HDR, Zelda notes. Wait, hold on, Galax. Achievements? I didn't hear anything about that.
Where was this?
Pass.
Yeah, hold on.
By the way, I forgot to change the fucking game we were playing.
Wait, what's up?
I forgot to change the game we were playing in the stream topic.
Oh no.
Well, I fixed it now.
Oh wait, no, I don't want this. I did not mean to do that.
Pass.
Shoot. That was a mistake.
Oof.
We'll just do that.
Pass.
Saw some people say achievements were being added. I assume it was in the treehouse section.
Pass.
It might have been because I did not watch the treehouse section on Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. We're gonna do a funny.
Of course you did. I've been passing this entire match.
Revolution. Pass.
Now I have to keep passing.
8 clear.
Yeah, to be honest, I would love to see achievements in my game, in my Switch games. I kind of hope that if it is implemented, it's not tied to your it's not like shown on your profile, because a lot of people, what they would do is just purchase crappy games just to get easy platinum achievements. That I think is kind of dumb. So yeah, I hope it's handled well, but I would still like it. I do like going achievement hunting in my games.
Pass.
But yeah, I think that's it for Zelda. Oh yeah, Metroid Prime 4. I know you're not really into Metroid, but to give the TLDR on that, Switch 2 version is getting mouse aiming support.
Yeah.
Which, that's good.
Nice.
Along with better quality and performance. Oh yeah, special modes to play under. So there's a quality mode where you play at 4K 60, I believe, or a performance mode where you play the game at 1440p 120 frames per second. So yeah, I'm still not 100% sold on. I'm still not 100% sold on Metroid Prime 4 just because I haven't played 2 and 3. If I'd played 2 and 3, maybe I'll play 4, but I don't know. I've played Remastered. I did enjoy that. Zelda Notes has achievements. Okay, so the achievements are tied to the app because of course they are.
Ah.
I see. Okay, well, good to know. I appreciate the info, Galax. I did not know that. Yeah. All right. Next game upgrade. I want to point out though, we've been the way that I've been going over the game upgrades. When you talk about the game upgrades as a whole, it can be confusing to just to say like this game, like there are certain games getting $10 upgrades, certain games getting $20 upgrades. I think it's better to just talk about them individually. Metroid Prime 4's upgrade is an additional $10.
Okay.
So $70 total on Switch 2.
Revolution.
Also Revolution again.
Of course. I swear that's your favorite thing right now.
Indeed. I just happen to get a lot of 4 of a kinds.
Eight clear.
This man is beating my
I may
ass.
or may not have spent way too many hours playing Tycoon on Persona 5.
Clear.
Maybe. I'm in a similar boat
even
with
before
Prime.
I played this game.
Although I do have them on the trilogy if Nintendo ends up not doing 2 and 3 remastered.
I'm right there with you, Robot Wizard. I do own the trilogy on Wii U. The problem is I'd have to boot up my Wii U again for it. And also play with motion controls for Prime 3. So that'll be fun. I don't know how good or bad they are. I just know that they're basically required.
Pass.
Yeah. Yeah. Oddly enough, though, here's another thing interesting about Metroid Prime 4. We still don't have a release date.
Yeah.
I would have thought that it would be coming like summer, something like that.
Yeah.
But still no release date.
Fucking 5 in a row, first place. My goodness. Then again, like you said, you've been playing this game a lot more than me.
Yeah. Alright, shall we play a different game?
Yeah. What do we have?
We can just play War. Classic War. Also, okay, so I did want to point this game out over here.
Clip that shit!
What happened?
The way you said that just sent me.
We could play War.
Chat, clip that shit. Oh my god, I can't fucking breathe.
I just wanted to point this game out right here. Speed. I love this card game. However, I do not want to play this online. This sounds like hell online.
Let's not do
with,
that.
Like, input lag. Yeah. Do you want to play War? Just a good old classic War game.
Probably not. Probably not.
Nah.
Probably not today.
Okay. I don't know what that game is. I don't know what that game is. Oh, where is it? Do you remember the shooting gallery game from We Play?
Yes.
That's what this is, except with control stick controls.
Let's try it.
Yeah, want to try it?
Yeah.
Shooting gallery.
Yeah.
I was honestly thinking Prime would be a launch title with a similar release to Breath of the Wild, the same game with both consoles, but better on the new one. Okay, I get it!
Yeah, that was not me. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too, Robot Wizard. That is unfortunately not the case. But game still looks very good.
Let me have my little solaces in life. Oh my god, this is like We Play!
Alright, it's A to shoot, but I think, yeah, right trigger works too, depending on what you like. Oh, but there's online lag.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of mashing and hoping and trying to aim.
Yeah, I'm just, holding down that R trigger.
UFO. Posted the clip. Appreciate it, Tony.
Thank you. Why do I have a feeling it's gonna be called War?
War. No, mine. I first, I'll shoot.
Hey!
I saw you being like 2 inches in front of me.
You're faster than me!
I missed it again. Oh, those minus targets.
Aw.
I forgot that those were here.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, the online lag is making this stupid.
I don't know if this is a good idea.
I think it's more fun with the online lag. We're definitely not doing as well as we would otherwise. This is War. This is a normal day at Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh no! Oh, why do I keep hitting them? I'm trying to just go for UFOs. Oh. Now what?
Back for round 2.
Hey, no, mine.
Hey, let me have a bit of the pie. Okay, what was the next game on our list?
Alright.
Alright, I gotta see what the fucking clip is titled. Classic War!
Yes.
We're definitely looking at that after stream.
Yeah. Alright, do we want to play another game of this while we could talk about the next topic, or something else?
Sure, it was really short.
Sure thing. Alright, so next topic, Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Oh yeah, we kind of touched this a little earlier. I know we did.
Yeah. Now called Kirby and the Forgotten Land plus Star-Crossed World. That's the name of the
new
DLC campaign. Yeah. This will be an additional $20.
Have they confirmed it's like DLC, or it's just like, hey, this is just a new thing that they're adding for this release?
It's a new thing they're adding just for this release because it's only on Switch 2.
Okay, then I would honestly, I would not call it DLC then. So.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's.
Hey!
It's we've only seen a little bit. I've purposely been avoiding the treehouse footage because I would like to go in blind. But yeah, I am looking forward to that. That is something else that I want to play as soon as possible on Switch too.
The aiming on this is a little weird.
It is. It's online lag. That's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah, it's online lag. That's what it is.
That's...
This is why I didn't want to play Speed.
No.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It makes the reason why this one is an additional $20, making it Switch 2 release also an $80 game. There's our third one. Is really just because it's additional story. Like additional story content. Whereas like the Breath of the Wild upgrade is just
hardware.
It is just hardware performance.
Which I mean, I'm excited to like see this game look nice. Like look better. I mean, Breath of the Wild I think is already a nice looking game, but this is gonna make the game look even nicer.
Yeah.
In my humble opinion. Yeah, like I said before, Forgotten Land is on my list of potential games, but now because this is a thing, I'm probably gonna wait to play that on stream.
Yeah, understandable.
So that got pushed back.
Alright. What should we play now? You were looking at Mancala earlier. You want to play again?
Yeah.
Mancala.
Yeah, I know how to play this.
Yeah, this is something I grew up with.
You get first move.
Oh, really?
Alright, next topic of discussion, Mario Party Jamboree.
I know you, me, and Tony, we talked about this in, private.
Yeah. Yeah, we still need to, yeah, I'm still not entirely sold on that upgrade, to be honest. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm still not entirely sold on that. I'm still not entirely sold on that upgrade, but I'll yeah. No, that's really just it, honestly. I'm not entirely sold on it. It is another $20 upgrade, as opposed to the yeah. It's another $20 upgrade.
Wow, you got 2 stones.
Yeah. But it's your turn. Yeah, you don't get the turn afterward. It's another $20 upgrade. I'm still not entirely sold on it just because I haven't really played much of Mario Party Jamboree the first time. But the game looks good on Switch too.
Capture.
Oh wow, I didn't know that would actually work.
Only upgrade if you want to use the camera. And I know me and Tony kind of talked to you about this. I don't think the upgrade is worth it just because the only thing they're adding is stuff with the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, since we don't really want to buy the camera, enjoy your 2 beats.
I didn't actually think that would capture. Gotta head out. Alright, take care, Haxorus.
See ya, Haxorus.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just kind of like, if they added like new boards and stuff, I feel like that would have been better. That would have been more worth it. And I think I could just live without this upgrade.
Yeah.
Capture.
Yeah, I gotta agree. Rubber Wizard says, so an idea I had popped in my head at work. Do you guys think the next Smash will be a Switch 2 upgrade of Ultimate, or will it be something new? Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a good question.
Capture.
Oh!
I do think that that Smash Ultimate. Yes. I do think that the Switch 2 will get an upgrade for Smash. I think that's guaranteed. However, Ooh, will we get it? Will we? If we get a new one, it's not gonna be anytime soon. I will say. I should not have done that. That was a mistake.
You got an extra turn.
Yeah, but I could have gotten more beads.
What the fuck? How many extra turns are you getting?
Capture.
Okay,
All of them.
finally. Jeez. Oh my god.
Yeah, Galax is right. They probably won't touch Smash other than game share. That is true. Game share would be nice so that people don't have to deal with the online problems anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go with this one.
Capture.
So yeah. Let's see. What's next on this list? Pokemon Legends ZA.
This one I'm intrigued about because Pokemon has had a history of not good performance games.
Yeah, it has. I do think I'll probably end up getting the Switch 2 version when that happens, but that's gonna be a little. But obviously, it's gonna be a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That being said, though, because I don't think this article goes into it, I did want to address this idea. How about? Oh, there we go. I think that's the end of the game.
Yeah, I think you won.
Who gets those last two? Oh, okay. So
yeah, because they were on your side.
I wasn't sure about that, actually.
Yeah.
Cool. I did know about the capture mechanic. I did remember that, but I forgot about that detail.
By the way, I love Mancala, so I am fine with us playing another round. Yes, I'm fine with that. I love this game.
Yeah. Cyrus says, honestly, the way Legends ZA looked in the direct had me kind of impressed. Yeah, it actually looked like it had a stable frame rate.
It looked like it wasn't gonna lag to shit!
Yeah. Yeah, game looks good. That being said, what I was more concerned about was Pokemon Scarlet and Violet patch. A lot of people, myself included, believed, and I think we're correct, that the patch for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet that will make the game actually run decently well, Switch 2, just it existed.
James, you cut out a tiny bit there.
Yeah.
Can you repeat what you said?
Oh yeah. A lot of people, myself included, are thinking that the patch that makes Scarlet and Violet run well will just be the Switch 2 existence.
Probably.
So, I'm glad for that.
Mm-hmm. Because, oh boy!
I should not have done that. That was a mistake. Oops. That being said, I can do this.
Capture.
Ah!
But yeah.
Sneaky!
I have yet to play Pokemon Scarlet. I own a Scarlet version. But with that patch coming, yay. When I will finally play it on Switch 2, and hopefully it will be good.
Capture.
Yeah. Galax says, one thing that's interesting is that Metroid and Pokemon only have a graphics update. I wonder if they're hiding content or if it's just that. I'm not sure. However, I will say that not all of these game upgrades are paid. It's the example I wanted to give is Super Mario Odyssey. It is just getting a graphics update for free. And I know there's a few other games that are like that. I just don't remember which ones.
Capture.
Enjoy your one thing.
And I don't think that's listed. I don't think that's listed.
Capture.
I'm gonna do this back.
But yeah. Okay. Next thing. Switch 2 Welcome Tour.
Why is this paid?
Why is this paid? Yes, that is my question. I believe it's only $10, so it's not much.
Oh, Tony.
However, what? Hold on, what did Tony say? Scarlet and Violet no longer run like a PowerPoint. That is true, and again, I'm hoping that my experience with Scarlet will actually be halfway decent if I play it on Switch too. That is my hope.
Yeah.
We have gotten dev interviews, so it's it's quite confusing why some are free and why some are considered good enough to be $10. Yeah.
It's like, here's what I don't get. PlayStation 5 had Astro's Playroom. That was free with the console. Yeah. And it was such a much better representation of what the PS5 could do. Yes, I know it's my turn, by the way.
Yeah. No worries. And you don't even have to look at PlayStation for another better example. Nintendo with the Wii gave us Wii Sports, and like that game, and that game was great as a pack-in. It did a great job of showcasing exactly what the game is about. I'm gonna do this one. Yeah. So yeah, why is this a pack-in? I have no idea. Wii Sports was included in the Wii. Yeah, exactly. Cyrus understands my point. Yeah. Yeah. It's confusing what's going on. All right. That being said, the welcome tour looks fine. I believe it's $10 roughly. Yeah, I believe it's 10. I believe it's $10. It's not that much. But like, it's the principle. Why is this paid? It should not be paid.
Capture.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we kind of mentioned this before. DragX Drive.
Okay.
This is the game that's supposed to showcase the whole thing about the whole mouse control feature. We still have to see more, but like, it seems interesting. It reminds me of ARMS in a way.
Yeah. I know Tony seemed like he was interested, but honestly, it doesn't look like something I'd be interested, to be absolutely fair.
Yeah.
Even if it's only $10, Nintendo sets a precedent with the Wii and Wii U, so this just feels like a major whiplash.
Capture.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta agree on that
Capture.
one. It does seem a little bit strange for it to be paid. I wish it wasn't, but unfortunately it is.
Capture.
They should have made ARMS 2. It looks meh. The gameplay does look pretty good. It's just I'm not really a basketball person. Not really my. That being said, though, if they show more, if it actually does end up like popping off, yeah, I'll totally play it.
Yeah, but right now, it does not look that appealing.
Capture.
Maybe it's also just like, I don't care about basketball as well. But it's just like, geez, that game could ruin your desk or whatever you're using to play that game with.
Yeah, and as I brought up before, like, that could be a failure point for the new Joy-Con 2s. Yeah.
Because who knows, like, what that friction will be. Like, is it going to scrape your table?
Capture.
That was a mistake. I mean, 1-2 Switch was $60 and it released a flop sequel. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1-2 Switch was also another game that should have been a pack.
Ooh, I got close.
Yeah, you're getting closer. Yeah, that game also should have been a pack, and it was a great tech demo. The problem is it was a tech demo. It was definitely not worth $60. Anyway, all right. We kind of were talking about this before. GameCube games are coming to Switch Online plus expansion pack for those who own that
here we go.
Personally, like the GameCube games look, yeah. I'm very glad that we're getting it. That being said,
I fucked that up.
That being said, I'm probably not going to purchase the. I'm probably not going to upgrade to expansion pack. It doesn't seem.
Cyrus!
Yeah.
Yes! Path of Radiance, baby!
Yeah, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, as well as Pokemon XD and Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
Those games will not be locked to those consoles anymore.
Thank God.
Capture.
Ah.
Yeah. Galax says, "I'll get NSO Plus if GameCube is the way we get Spinda." Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah, the whole Spinda thing. We were talking about that on a Mike's stream not too long ago. Actually this week.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I'm glad that we're getting it. They are doing the drip feed again, unfortunately, but you know that's just gonna happen. That's just gonna happen.
You no longer have to spend $200 just to play old GameCube games. Shout out to Chibi Robo also making the jump.
Yeah, I saw that.
But yeah, that Path of Radiance is the game I'm most excited for because I love Ike. He is a great character, and I'm finally happy that I'll be able to play his story.
Yeah, I've actually heard the same thing. A lot of Fire Emblem fans are happy for that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and so update later this year to upload pictures. Oh, on the app, that's right.
Oh, really? I was not aware of that. That is good to know because we can no longer upload games to pictures to Twitter because Elon Musk has burned Nintendo.
We like Ike, yes.
We like Ike. We like Ike.
I fight for my friends.
Yes. Yes.
9 and 10 are my favorite FE games.
Fair
Wait,
enough.
Cyrus, I've been nagging you. You should watch my Three Houses streams. We're getting the good stuff soon.
Yeah.
We're getting the good stuff next week.
I wonder if screenshots are 1080p on the Switch too. I mean, that'd be nice.
God, I've been sucking this fucking match.
It's alright. What should I do?
I still find it funny that Wind Waker, is coming to the service as a launch title. Literally like a month or two after I beat the game.
And also another thing to point out, it's coming there, but not the HD version that was on Wii U. We still have the HD version.
I worked on some
Wii U.
of it. Okay, you are forgiven. You are forgiven. All is forgiven.
That might have been a mistake. Shoot.
Are you trying to see if I will see the mistake?
But yeah, I'm glad that it's coming. Also, another thing worth pointing out, we are getting the Wavebird back. We are getting a Bluetooth GameCube controller. Smash fans rejoice.
Whoop whoop.
Not really my thing, but glad
It's
for
whatever, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the GameCube games because some of these I'm like actually interested in playing. Because a lot of these, like the NSO titles, were just not things I was interested in before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm still not entirely sold on the expansion pack tier. Yeah, just
Capture.
yeah.
Aw.
I'm just not entirely sold on that.
If Melee gets online support, it would
that
be
is
nuts.
a very good point, Cyrus. I didn't even think of that. Holy cow!
Ooh. Is Smash
That-
Brother? Is the original Smash Brothers on NSO right now?
It's not, unfortunately. So
Okay. Yeah, I played like shit.
That's all right.
Okay, do we want to try a different game?
Sure, yeah.
I know it's 9 o'clock, but like, I got time, and I would rather us finish the conversation, this discussion in full. I don't want to like leave it half baked.
Yeah. All right. What should we do? You ever played Yahtzee?
Long time ago.
Do you remember how to play?
Not really.
Okay. That's actually going to take a lot of time to explain, so maybe not. Oh, this is Connect 4.
Oh, let's do that then. Let's do that then.
Sure thing.
4 in a row.
Yeah.
If it's just Connect 4.
Yeah, just glad to Connect 4. Do you want the first move, or should I take the first? Or should we do random?
Random. Sounds fun.
Cool. Does it have GLGR buttons? The GameCube controller? I don't think so.
Oh, I'm first.
Nice. I remember a long time ago I learned strategies for Connect 4. I don't remember any of them. Alright, so next up is third-party games. There's a couple big ones. I don't know how big into third-party you are. But like...
Hit and miss.
There's stuff like Elden Ring coming. Actually... Sorry, what?
Hit and miss.
Okay, hit and miss.
Mhm.
This one we can talk about. Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh yeah,
That one's coming to
I
Switch,
saw
too.
that, and when I saw that, I was like, me and James were talking about this the other night, and I'm like, oh my god, he gets to finally play it for himself. I'm like, yes!
Yeah.
It
The
finally fucking
original Final
happened!
Fantasy VII. Yeah, the original Final Fantasy VII is already available on Switch 1. So I don't know if like... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna play it. Yeah, I'm still not sure if I'm going to play the original version first, because like we've talked about that before. That to consider doing that. Yeah. Daemon X Machina sequel confirmed real again after months of limbo. That is true, Alex. I remember that. I unfortunately have not played Daemon X Machina. It didn't really look interesting to me.
Don't care about that series.
What, did you not like it or something?
No, it just doesn't look appealing.
No, fair enough. Yeah. That is true. Glad that you're going to enjoy that, Galax. I'm not really a mech person when it comes to my games.
That says a lot because of X.
Yeah, that says a lot considering I'm playing Xenoblade X right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I knew you were doing that.
Yeah.
Bravely Default
let's see, what
Remaster!
other-
Yes!
Yeah. Okay, so this is something worth talking about.
Oh.
Yeah. Should I play again?
Yeah. That was
Still
really
happy
short.
to see my boy Raido getting a remaster too. So yeah, Bravely Default Remaster. Unfortunately, that's one of the games that's getting that whole you have to download the entire game.
Yeah.
The entire game with the game thing.
I'd rather just buy it digitally. At that point.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
What's the point of buying the box at that point? Like, yes, you'd get the nice box, but it's like, really?
Well, I can tell you the point. The point is so that you can share it with friends, because you can't currently do that with digital. Well, no, that's actually not true, because Nintendo's now doing the... Okay. You can't share digital games unless you share games with people on your family plan with the new game share function. So it's possible. But the problem is, yeah, you can't yeah. For people who game single player like you and me, at that point, really, yeah, just play the game. What was I gonna say?
Buy. You mean?
Just buy the
do you
game
mean buy it?
digitally? Yeah, buy the game digitally at that point.
Motherfucker.
People are getting mad at people for thinking that it was Final Fantasy IX, apparently.
Oh yeah, and then I know I was joking with you about this yesterday, like me, the intellectual, knowing what it was. Oh, okay, I can't do that.
You've lost.
Yeah, whatever. I couldn't have gotten away with it,
Yeah,
no
you
matter
could.
what I did.
Yeah, you couldn't have.
No.
It's alright. One more round?
Yeah.
Alright, let me check the rest of the list.
Okay.
FromSoft is doing an exclusive for the Nintendo Switch 2 called the Dusk Bloods. I'm not a FromSoft player, but people who like that stuff, they're going to love that game.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it. Wasn't interested.
Yeah. Yes. I don't play this game myself, but I have friends who freaked out about this. Deltarune chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4 are a launch title for Switch 2. Like, that is huge news for people who play those games.
Toby knows what the people want.
Absolutely.
You're playing the obvious game here, bud.
Or am I?
Or are you trying to trick me?
Maybe.
Anyways, back to Deltarune.
Yeah. Game look. I'm considering possibly getting it. I'm not gonna lie.
I fucking knew it. It's alright.
What?
Miyazaki really said, alright, Sony, you won't let me make Bloodborne 2? I'll give it to Nintendo, LMAO!
Damn! I wasn't aware that there might be history around that one. Let's do one more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might consider getting it because I've seen Deltarune's Chapter 1 and 2, and it does seem interesting. It's hot take. I find it more interesting than Undertale. But you know, that's just me. Next up on this list, Hades 2. I have friends who love Hades 2 and swear by it. I own Hades 1, but have not played. I have not played it yet. I will probably do that eventually. What's next? Final Fantasy 7. We already did that. There's a few others. Project 007, Cyberpunk 2077, Street Fighter 6. All games that it's good for them to have, but I'm not really interested in any of that. EA Sports, Hogwarts Legacy, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Oh, Yakuza.
Oh, yes.
I know you have thoughts on Yakuza.
I'll say this. Considering how Kiwami 1 was on Switch, I am not going to get Yakuza 0 Director's Cut on Switch.
Fair enough.
Because right now, it's a time exclusive. I will just wait until it goes to other consoles.
Fair enough.
I love Yakuza 0. I'm not in a rush to play it again.
Yeah.
Just because of the nature of the games.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know if there's any other third-party games you guys wanted to discuss in chat. Seeing third-party support is so good they really learned from the Wii U. Yeah, I gotta agree on that one, Cyrus. Only other one I wanted to point out was Hollow Knight Silksong. I feel so bad for fans of that game. They got relegated to a sizzle reel.
Oof.
Yeah, I feel really bad for them. Apparently, though, that was new
multiplayer in a
gameplay
Yakuza game is so wild to me. Honestly, I saw that stuff and it was like, what? But then again, the decisions that RGG has been making lately with the series, I'm kind of just like, what are you doing, guys?
I didn't actually know that there was multiplayer. I didn't actually know that there was multiplayer in that.
Yeah. I am excited for RGG's like newest project that they are planning to do. I think they announced it. I don't remember if it was Game Awards or somewhere else. Hollow Knight and Falcom fans have so much in common, LOL. You have no idea. I realized no Metaphor or Hi-Fi Rush yet.
Yeah, that's Hi-Fi Rush is one that I was hoping would be there, but unfortunately it wasn't. I still want to play that game eventually, but when I don't own games on Steam or Xbox, so I don't know when. Yeah. Okay, so that's all for third-party games. Now we're back to first-party. First up, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. I was so excited to see this. I did not see where you went. Oops.
I'm gonna be real. Don't care about it.
Yeah, and that's fair. You're not
because I don't understand the story, and two, just I finally fucking won.
Oh, nice. I didn't even see that.
Ha.
Haha.
But
yeah,
it's like I don't understand the story. Plus, I've explained to you my opinions on those sorts of games.
Yeah, Muso games aren't really for you. Yeah. Should we? Do you want to keep going, or do you want to play a different game?
Let's try a different game.
Okay.
What else do we got?
Have you ever played Mastermind? That's what Hidden Blow is.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'd rather play games that you know so that we can continue our discussion. Hanafuda, you need a freaking guide to play. Let's check out the card games.
We could do Blackjack. I know how to kind of play that.
Sure.
Blackjack.
Yeah, let's play that.
First ever prequel game I recommend before the first game. Let's maybe not so many rounds this time. Maybe 3, if we can put it to 3.
5 is the lowest it goes.
Oh, okay. That's fine then.
Yeah. Do we do the classic design or Mario cards?
Let's do Mario.
Mario.
5-hour Mahjong stream. Fuck no. Fuck no. I know what Mahjong does to people in Yakuza. We're not doing that shit today.
As somebody who knows how to play a version of Mahjong, unfortunately not the one in this game, can I confess something? I've never played Blackjack.
Oh my god. Do you want to play something else? We can change it.
I know that what is bet the... I've never played Blackjack with betting.
Me neither.
Yeah. Oh, I got a bad hand.
Okay. So you need to get as close to 21 as possible without going over.
Without going over.
You are very close, that's the problem.
Yeah, I currently beat that one CPU. I'm gonna stay.
Some of the games are stuff anybody knows, like Connect 4, and Blackjack, and then you get obscure stuff like Hit and Blow that nobody has ever heard of. I'm gonna take a gamble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, alright, you're in the lead now. Oh, dealer beat us all?
I was the closest.
Well, 4-hour, 59-minute Mahjong stream.
No, we're not doing Mahjong stream!
Okay, so my problem with Mahjong, my problem with Mahjong, I know how to play a version of Mahjong, but not
These guys are betting really high, what the hell?
That...
Oh, what the hell?! What is my hand?!
Oh, you have a really good hand. No, I have to play. Damn it!
Stand.
I'm sticking to my guns here.
I know how to play a version of Mahjong, but not the one that's in this game, and not the one that's currently in.
Yeah!
Nice. I do not know how to play the Mahjong that's in this game, or the one that's in Final Fantasy XIV. So yeah, there's my limit on that. Anyway.
At least in
we only
Yakuza,
have the
you can
first party
cheat.
games to discuss. Fair enough. I'll do that.
I like how I'm getting like so worked up over fucking blackjack.
Oh, I got a bad one.
Ugh.
No, I have to hit. Dang it.
I'm gonna play it safe.
Stand.
Yeah. So first party games. What's left? Ooh, this is a fun one. Kirby Air Rider.
Oh yeah. I am looking forward to that one. I don't know what it's gonna be like, but having Sakurai as a director, we're good. We're good. There's nothing we need to worry about.
Yeah, I forget. Did Sakurai direct the GameCube?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Blackjack and cheat items are always how I make bank in Yakuza games not called Zero. True. I have
Fair
to.
enough.
Stand.
Ooh. I'm just gonna... I've learned that as long as we beat the dealer, we win. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. It's really just us versus the dealers, it's not us versus each other. I
No,
understand
I think that's more Texas Hold'em.
now.
I don't know. I
Gotcha.
haven't played Texas Hold'em.
Which Texas Hold'em's also in this game.
Yeah. I've learned blackjack from Yakuza and was it? I don't remember. No, poker was in Trails. Poker's in Trails.
Sakurai loves his pink Poyo son.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
I should have bet more.
James?
I should have bet more.
Can someone clip that?
What's this about my improbable luck?
It worked today, apparently.
Indeed it did.
Well, I busted.
Well. Yeah. But yeah, we didn't see gameplay, unfortunately. It was just an entirely cinematic trailer, but
I still
agree.
love how
With
Kirby
Sakurai at the
was like banging the star and was like, work, damn it!
work, damn it, work. Let's play another blackjack.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like that.
You like this one? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, one more round. I'm just scrolling through.
We're kind of wrapping up.
Yeah, I just want to scroll through this real quick just to make sure I'm not missing any other topics besides the last one.
Which I know you have a lot to say about if I know your Discord status.
Oh yeah. I just want to make absolutely sure I'm not missing anything real quick.
But yeah, fun thing about the Air Riders thing. So that game was the secret project Sakurai has been working on that he did mention with his YouTube series.
Yeah. Ooh.
You are a little close.
Yeah, I've got a bad number right now. I'm gonna stand.
Okay. I'm gonna hit. I'm a little
Hit.
low.
Ooh, nice.
Stand.
16. 16. Yeah. Okay. We all won.
Nice.
Another clip for the collection.
Yes.
Thank you, Tony.
Okay, I did want to shout out one more third-party game that was in. Yes. But no, I did want to shout out one more third-party game. Just because I know Nomad enjoyed the first game. Enter the Gungeon 2.
Oh yeah.
It's a roguelike game. It's got a lot of funny puns. That guy just bet 73 chips.
Is he insane?
Possibly. If he wins, though.
If he wins, then
Not winning with
damn.
8. Well. Oh, he's tied with me.
We all win.
He won. Well, yeah, we all won, but still, look at that. He's got a massive lead now.
201. Damn. Okay, CPU.
Good lord.
The CPU is
but
cooking
yeah,
with gas.
I just wanted to shout that one out. Yeah, I just wanted to shout that game out because I know that game's good.
Mhm.
All right. Last game that we gotta talk about, and I gotta talk a lot about this. Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Is there
game...
something you'd like to say? I think there's something.
Banana!
It was so good it clipped out.
Ah, damn it!
Hit.
The monkey flew too close to
Seth Rogen Kong beat Funky Kong and Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
You forgot, Cyrus. New funky mode.
New funky mode.
Yes. Alright, I've lost this round.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
did.
care. That was funny. Yes, the game looks friggin' incredible. And I said this to Nomad, I'll say this to you guys as well. If I wasn't already sold on the Switch 2 because of Mario Kart, this game would have sold me on it. That one trailer, it was very short, but so good.
Whoa, one of them spending 70 again.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet a decent bit, but not that much.
I'm usually a low better.
Otherwise.
Blackjack.
Oh, what?
Let's go.
Nice.
Let's
You
go.
got blackjack too.
Yeah.
Oh, but he got blackjack too. Oh no, yeah. I've lost this round for sure.
Okay, that was just pure luck. That was pure luck. Tony, clip it, clip that. Can you clip that too? Okay, anyways, Donkey Kong. I'll let you talk about Donkey Kong now.
Hold on, I'm gonna do a funny real quick.
Okay, by the way, CPU 2 is in the red.
I see that.
Also, Cyrus, join the Discord server so you can talk to us about Switch games. Please and thank you, because you're my friend. How much did you bet?
Yeah.
Did you bet all the way? You're going in?
I bet all the way.
You're
I didn't
all
go.
in?
I don't want to go in the negatives. Yeah, I'm all in because it's the final round.
There's a.
Ooh, 19.
Someone bust.
No, I'm not going to.
Hit.
Oh, I busted.
You busted.
This sounds like a threat. CPU 2 gonna get sent to the Cobalt Mines after this game.
CPU 2 ended in the negatives. Oh, but I just barely didn't beat you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that Donkey Kong Bonanza looks friggin' incredible. I want that.
Maybe I'm getting sent to the mines instead. Cyrus, I only ask lovingly as a friend. That's all.
But yeah, game looks great. It's incredible. It's going to be incredible. I hope. It looks like I'm willing to bet it's made by the same team that made Odyssey, to be honest, because like there's a lot of it looks very similar, but better, obviously. But yeah, I want to get that game as soon as possible. The animations are also incredible. I didn't even talk about that at all. DK is so expressive. Yes, he uses the classic DK design from like the arcade version and not the rare design, but I still love it so much. Yeah.
This is Donkey Kong rebooted.
I mean, I don't know. It's not a Donkey Kong Country game, so like it doesn't have that moniker.
That we're unsure of.
Okay. Yeah.
But for me personally, I'm not too sure if I want to get the game just because it doesn't look interesting to me. Which is saying a lot. But then again, Donkey Kong's not a series I care for that much. Yes, I've played 1 and 2, the country games. I enjoyed those. But this is a completely different ballpark. And I'm just not sure.
Yeah. I mean, I like my platformers. My two favorite video game genres just in general are platformers and RPGs. Not necessarily in that order. It's just those are my two favorites. So like this is scratching that platformer itch a ton, but also has like a ton of exploration elements. I just want to get that game. It looks so good. And it is the selling point to the Switch 2 if I wasn't already getting Mario Kart.
Yeah. But I will at least echo some of the things you said, like the fact that it's like destructive environments, that looks really cool. Like Donkey Kong being so expressive, I love that. Tropical Freeze was tough as nails. Would you say it's harder than Country 1 and 2?
I can't compare to those, but it was definitely harder than Returns. I love Tropical Freeze. Tropical Freeze is my favorite 2D platformer, period. But yeah, it is tough as nails.
Though this just gave me a thought. I hope they eventually do Tropical Freeze and Returns HD for Game Share.
Okay. Game Share specific. Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, like say like, because you know, I have experience with the country games. So it's like, say if you and me wanted to play, we could do that.
I own Freeze on Switch.
Yeah.
I own both of those games on Switch. So yeah, we can do Game Share, and that could be a fun live stream project.
Oh yeah, because it will be someone who has more modern experience and someone who has more classic experience.
Yeah, but playing the modern game, which I know. I don't know. Maybe that means we'll have to go back and play the classic country games that I get to be the player too there.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So, well, we'll see.
Ideas.
It's an idea. I think it would be cool one day. But we are suffering through animal antics.
Alrighty. And I think that covers it when it comes to direct stuff. The reason why I haven't started a game is because
yeah, we're wrapping up anyways.
I kind of figured this would be a good wrap-up point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much Nintendo games shown, unfortunately, to make it, oh my god, I need this console now reaction. Basically, Donkey Kong was the only non-spin-off game they revealed. Yeah. That is true. I still personally value whether or not a game is something that I'd want. I said it before the Switch 2 was even revealed. They need to have some kind of killer app to get me to want the console. And like I already said, Mario Kart and Donkey Kong are it. And with the Switch 1, ironically enough, it was Breath of the Wild, even though it was going to Wii U as well, which I had at the time. That was the killer app for the Switch 1. So yeah, it just hit me. The Switch 2 is basically a reverse Wii U situation. Loads of third-party games, but barely any first-party stuff. Yeah.
I will say, just to counter that real quick, Cyrus, those aren't the only. We gotta remember that the Switch 2 exclusives are not the only first-party games Nintendo's releasing this year. We also have Metroid Prime 4 and Pokemon Legends ZA. So there's still like the Switch 1 game, as well as all the stuff that was in the previous Direct. I don't remember most of them, to be honest, because not much in that Direct appealed to me. But they still have first-party games. It's split between the two systems right now, which it makes sense that the bigger hitters went to Switch 2, but it's still something to keep in mind. Mario Kart 8 and Donkey Kong do look amazing. Yeah. Anyway.
I guess final overall thoughts?
Yeah.
On the Switch?
I'm still looking forward to the Switch 2. I want to get it day one because of Mario Kart. I'm just worried that the tariffs are going to screw up everything. We've already been over that. We don't have to discuss it anymore.
No.
How about you? I guess the question to ask, are you going to get it day one? Do you want to get it day one?
I don't think I want to get it day one.
That is fair.
Yes, I know I will probably be suffering from the feeling of being left out in some regard. And I know, like, people will want to get this for, like, content creation and stuff, but I've learned from my past, being someone who did gacha game stuff in the past, you don't always have to have the newest shiny brand new thing to make content.
Yeah.
And that's especially the case with streams.
Yeah.
I want to get it eventually. But yeah, like Cyrus just said in chat, I'm not gonna buy it day one. I want to try and snag the Switch and Mario Kart bundle. Because I know, like, whenever we do get that game, that will be something we'll want to stream.
Mm-hmm. I do want to warn you, those of you who want the Switch and Mario Kart bundle, I think that's only a day one bundle. I don't think they're going to be doing that after the day ones. I could be wrong about that.
I know it's limited. It's limited to fall of this year. We don't know when fall of this year. Because I'm just going to say, if they stop doing this before, like, Black Friday season,
yeah,
it's gonna be weird.
It says available until supplies last. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know. And the reason why I'm worried, I'm warning you guys with that is because if you don't get it as part of a bundle, then you gotta pay that $80 price. Because, well, okay. I want to clarify. Nintendo games do go on sale. However, they are not often on sale. So you are going to be at the will of the Nintendo sales if you want to get the games cheaper, and with the games being more expensive now, it's going to be even more of an issue.
Until supplies last, it's aka until the scalpers buy them all.
That's the worry.
That's our worry.
I will say I have a plan for the day that Nintendo opens the pre-orders. My plan is to actually go to a physical store and not like try to deal with scalpers online.
Smart.
Yeah, but that's just my personal plan. You guys don't have to do that. That's just what I'm doing.
I guess my other thing with the Switch 2, as well as like an overall thing, it looks interesting, but I want to see more first-party support. Like, I know we're getting like more first-party games for the Switch 1 this year and into 2026, which is fine. We expected this. It's just I would like to see more of what unique offerings the Switch 2 has, because honestly, the only unique thing that's Switch 2 exclusive I am interested in right now, that's first party, not third party, is Mario Kart.
Yeah, and that's fair.
It doesn't hurt to place a pre-order just in case, I suppose. I guess, yeah. It's also just money.
That's also a big thing. I'm not worried about money if it stays at the $450 price point. If it goes higher than that because of tariffs, then I have to reconsider. That's also my thing. Everything that I said about I want to get it day one, I want Mario Kart day one, that still hinges on the price that we have right now, because I'm okay with the price right now. I don't know what I'm going to think if it goes up. But we don't know yet. We still don't have concrete information on that.
We are still it's still very early.
Yeah. But assuming MSRP, I would get it day one. But that's just me. That is my choice.
That's fair. And I know I put out a poll about that in the server too.
Yeah.
And a few people did say they were gonna buy it day one. Some people said they were gonna buy it, but they were probably going to wait.
Yeah.
But it kind of reminds me a little bit of the PS5 in some ways of how this is sort of working out. But at least the Nintendo Switch 2 has exclusive games that you could only find on this console compared to the PS5.
Yeah, and that's not even just first party, third party games as well. Like I said, the Dust Bloods from FromSoft, that is exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I suppose that's the end of our thoughts.
Yep. I know they were kind of all over the place at some points, but I think we got the gist of most of it.
I apologize if you hear that, but somebody's car alarm is going off outside my apartment.
Oh, I don't hear that.
Okay, good. Seems like the PS3 release. Honestly, Galax, you're not far off. I kind of gotta agree there.
Yeah. Anyways, should we wrap things up here?
Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap things up. We've been chatting for a lot.
Yeah. Before we get into outro, I do want to like thank Nomad. I know I DM'd him a little bit earlier when he left. But special thanks to him for just showing up, giving some of his thoughts too. Fun stream. Thank you for letting me hang out. Of course, Cyrus. Always come back. You know my streams are always open for you if you want to come hang out. But yeah, thank you to our friend Nomad.
And join the Discord if you want.
Yeah, join the Discord too if you want. I might nag you a little bit.
Oh jeez.
Maybe
that's on you.
A tiny bit. I don't know. But yeah, next week, unfortunately, JC will be will be back to taking his backseat again, so he will not be co-hosting with me, on our regular streams. We'll get to that. Yeah. We have something planned later next week. So, if you guys were missing Fire Emblem, we will be back to doing Fire Emblem 3 Houses on Monday. That's gonna be at 6 o'clock, and we're gonna be starting the time skip. We're finally in the war phase of the game. Yeah. I'm in uncharted territory. I don't know what the hell is gonna happen, but we're going to finally reunite with Edelgard and all the Black Eagles. It's been far too long. Intern is out of a job again. No, he's not. No, he's not. He still has his job.
I wasn't paid in the first place.
Hey, we don't say that. Shush, shush. And then that Tuesday at 6:30 will be the final episode of Acmel DL's playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 1. We'll be finishing Future Connected. Yep, that's gonna be the finale. And there will be a special announcement at the end of that stream. So if you guys do watch those streams, you might want to stay tuned for that one. There is a big announcement that's going to basically change the directory with those kind of streams going forward. And it's been a long time coming. And of course, Friday will also be Fire Emblem at 6 o'clock as well. We'll talk more about what Friday's stream will cover in 3 Houses after Monday's stream, so it's kind of just, it's just more Fire Emblem. And then Saturday, we got a fun stream plan. We have a proper collab.
Yeah.
Does James at least get good benefits? We never discussed benefits. What?
Do I get healthcare? Do I get dental?
Do you not have dental? I thought you had dental.
I do have dental. I'm just joking.
I was like, I don't know what kind of benefits you want. You never asked me for anything. What are you guys trying to do? Make them unionize against me?
Make all the mods unionize.
No!
Anyway.
I need you guys! Anyways. Saturday, we have a proper collab stream once again. We'll be playing Splatoon 3. It is time for another Splatfest. Once again, it's gonna be a Springfest, I think it's called. So it's a spring-themed one. So it'll be me, JC, or James. Whatever you want to call him. Our friend Tony, who is one of the mods in the chat, and Nomad, who was here a little bit earlier. And all of us are going to be playing for Team Night. Yeah. Because we're night owls.
All of us are, yes.
Yeah. And that stream will be at 6:30 Central Time that Saturday. So the 12th.
It's good.
So, come hang out with us. Come vibe. Watch us play Splat. It'll be fun, I hope. We usually have fun with Splat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a busy week coming up, so check it out, guys. Yeah. And of course, I will get the schedule posted once this live stream is over. Did you have anything? Huh?
I'm just hoping we get enough wins so I can finally get all the amiibo gear I've been missing.
Yeah, we'll see how matches go.
Yeah.
But James, did you have anything to say before we end it off for the night?
No, I think you've covered it all.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm glad I did, because I'm like, oh no. Anyways, all right, guys. With all that being said, I want to thank you all for coming out to this stream. I know it's very different from what I usually do, but I'm glad you all just came out, hanged out with us, just chat, talk about Switch, talk about whatever. But with that all being said, you guys all have a good night, and we will see you whenever we see you again.
Take care, everyone.